Hello everyone, welcome back to another Tomato Sauce stream. As you probably noticed by the stream title, we're still a bit sick. I'm getting to the point where I'm just kind of getting sick of being sick, because it's just like, we're over the worst of it, right? Where we were basically just like stuck in bed, we had a fever, we couldn't really do much of anything. Now we're functioning. We're just like low energy, tired, and just kind of, you know, flabby, you know, bunged up, that kind of feeling. And it's just like, just go away. I just want to get back to normal, man. I just want to get back to normal. But, hello everyone. Today, we're going to be going over the new OCG ban list because it is quite exciting. I do think this is one of the more direct ban lists that we've had. I mean, I guess the Harpy Massacre ban list was also extremely direct. But this one I think is very good. We have finally hit Floodgate Man, which is something that I have been saying for a while. There was this notion a while back, before Barrier Statue got hit, that we can't ban cards in Rush because nothing has been banned in Rush before. And my response to that would be, we only can't ban cards until a card is banned, and then the floodgates are open, right? Like, just because we've set a precedent that we haven't done something yet doesn't mean we can't do something, right? So from that perspective, I'm always like, well, anything can happen, literally anything. No matter what we think, or we convince ourselves that something has to happen a certain way. Konami can do whatever they want. They can literally do whatever they want. Whatever they think is going to be better, so there's that. But the ban list is pretty interesting, and we do want to go over that. I also want to take a look at the meta in both OCG and in Duel Links, because both of them are quite interesting at the moment. Both of them are actually very diverse, which I think is quite interesting. Usually, what tends to happen is, like, one of them ends up being kind of crap, and then the other one ends up being pretty fun, and then they kind of just trade places a bit. Like, we had this back with the Harpy Lady Tier 0 format, and then when that was pretty bad, the meta in Duel Links was actually quite fun. And then, like, Duel Links and meta, the Duel Links meta got a little bit stale, and then we went over to, you know, we had the Harpy ban list, and then suddenly OCG was fantastic and really, really fun again. And so I guess that's just like something that's just going to keep happening, right? But right now, I would say both metas are in quite a good spot. I think that's very interesting. The other thing we're going to be doing today is we're going to be trying to complete the Digimon Story Time Stranger demo. And by that, I mean we want to beat the super boss. If we're super boss, we're going to call it a super boss. I can't remember what his name was. It was Rust, something. We're going to kill him. We're going to try. We'll see how we go. And then we're going to try and collect everything. That is the gist. We've already done a lot of, like, the farming for that. I don't want to call it grinding, because it was just, like, collecting stuff rather than, like, potentially trying to grind levels. But before we get into any of that, let's see what we got in the chat. We have Moon Scorched Elation. Hello, Moon Scorched Elation. Welcome. With the 5 streak as well. We have eHero XGP with a re. I can only assume that's because we have Digimon in the title. Anyway, we have Baj in the chat. Hello, Baj. How are you doing today, Baj? We have Kim Friend, who is... So, Nin Hao is hello in Chinese. It's like the alternate way of saying it, because it's Ni Hao and Nin Hao. The rest of that sentence, I have no idea what's going on with it. Is that Chinese? Does Chinese... Well, the issue is that whenever Chinese is written, typically it's written in with Chinese characters, right? Like simplified Chinese characters. So seeing it written like that, I'm like, do they usually have the accents on Chinese words? We have Monosync in the chat. Hello. Do we? I'm sure we did an exclamation mark mono, right? We do have an exclamation. We must have an exclamation mark mono. Yeah, we did. Past Tomato did know what he was doing. Hello, Monosync. Welcome. I had a fun time watching your tournament yesterday. I think, again, the Duel Links tournaments are pretty fun at the moment, just because they're relatively diverse, which is really nice. It's really nice to look at, like, the pie chart and see just lots of different slices. It's just really, really nice. It's Ni Hao, not Nin Hao. Nin Hao's more formal. Yeah, but you said it twice, so it's no longer formal. I mean, again, I don't speak Chinese. Chinese is not, obviously, my mother tongue, so I don't really have a say in it either way. But I trust Mono, because I believe Chinese is Mono's... What is it? Chinese is either your primary language, or it's, like, one of the ones that you speak fluently anyway. Or, like, you speak close enough to it that it doesn't matter, right? Once Gomamon versus a Rust Tyranno, my money's on Gomamon. I mean, fingers crossed we can get it, right? Fingers crossed we can kill him. I assume we will be able to. So basically, I know it's doable because YouTube keeps throwing recommended videos at me being like, this is how you beat blah, blah, blah. Rust Tyrannomon? Is that what we're calling him? Rust Tyranno? That one, right? I haven't watched any of those. I did talk to Whistling Bird a little bit about it because he's already done it. And because we were talking about it and I was like, well, my strategy would be go in there with 6 of whatever, like, double resists, like attribute and thingy. And then, so he did point me in the right direction of like which Digimon that is. So that's the information I have. I don't know what level I've got to be. I don't know what moves I'm supposed to use. I'm going to use that Digimon. We'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. We will see how it goes. No re is just how I announce my presence when I don't have anything clever to say. I see. I mean, it's one way to go. It's definitely one way to go. Mono's on a 10 streak. Damn, son. Why do you like this children's game? I mean, it's a bit of a weird one, right? Because effectively, we all play Yu-Gi-Oh, which is sort of a children's game. And, like, the thing that we're doing today is also going to be playing Digimon, which is also kind of a children's game. So, I'm just saying, like, games made for kids are actually really fun. What can we say? What can we say? We have Gunkin Suship Shari. Welcome on in. Kim Friend has now ended their beef with Rushdals. Now beef is with the English language. I mean, probably. Kim Friend always has to hate something, and that's fine, right? Some people are fueled by love. Some people are fueled by hate, right? It's just how we do. It's my mother tongue, but it's not my national language. That's the translation from what Kim Friend said. Oh, why do you like this children's game is what he said. Right. I'm on the same page. I mean, you know, it is what it is. We have Victor in the chat. Hello, Victor. Hi, Tomato. Can't stay. Nor do I have sound. Just want to say hi. Well, thanks for stopping by either way, even if you can't hear us. All right. There was actually something that was on... We go over here. There was something on the Duel Links meta page. This, which caught my eye. Yu-Gi-Oh! Duelist Point Reward Program Begins Service, posted by Brad. So I did want to take a look at this, because I don't know what this is. So overview, Konami have officially begun service of the new Yu-Gi-Oh! Duelist Point Program, a new point-based reward system for Yu-Gi-Oh! Digital card games Master Duel and Duel Links. As of now, the service is only available to Japanese players, but Konami have announced that its gradual global rollout will occur in the future. Okay, so we're going to get stuff for Master Duel and Duel Links by playing or buying or something. Is that Luis Fernando? Hi, my dear friend. Excite for new Dragius. Looks more like a demon than a dragon. Yeah, we took a look at it in the last stream that we did, but I think, in my mind, it looks like Slifer the Sky Dragon because it's got the double mouth. Like, it gives me big Slifer vibes. Like, having, again, just 2 mouths and bright red dragon, I'm like, yeah, that's Dash Slifer. But again, he has got the big, like, horns, and obviously his, like, figure is very, like, muscular, right? Which does make it look more demonic. But hello, welcome. Right, let's see what this is. So in order to use the Duelist Point program, currently, you must link a Konami ID with a Japanese country to your Master Duel. The issue is, my Konami ID... I do have a Konami ID, but it refuses to change my age. So it keeps insisting I'm a child, and it will not let me change that. So I don't know how to fix that, so hopefully that isn't like a mandatory thing. Afterwards, various missions on the website become available to earn points, which you can then exchange for various items. Some items have purchase limits, and the expectation is that new items will be added regularly. So we have to go to a website, and then we'll get stuff to do. I assume like play, like missions. And then we'll earn rewards. Like, I don't know, as we can see, gems and dual orbs are the 2 things on here for Duel Links. I saw this, I think it's BS. What do you mean by BS? You mean you don't like it? Maybe it's similar to Shadowverse system. You get rewards for buying crystal, and there's a different level and tier. I mean, it could be. Because it says, various missions on the website become available to earn points. So, like, that could mean, like, buy stuff. Or that could mean, you know, do stuff, right? But it doesn't say, so I don't know. What did I miss? Hello, Shui. Welcome on in. Hit you with the exclamation mark, Shui. As always. I mean, we literally just started talking about this. What was it called? The Duelist Point Reward Program. So I'm interested to see what this looks like. Daily login bonus. Additionally, users will receive bonus items including gems, craft points, and legacy pack tickets just for logging into the game daily. I mean, I log into this game daily anyway, right? I think we all probably do. So getting free shit. I mean, it's only like 5 gems, right? It's not anything insane. But 5 gems are still 5 gems. I'll take my free 5 gems. And by the look of it, this is also the login bonus, potentially. I'm not really sure if this is part of the login bonus, because it's in a different section, but it's kind of like at the same place. Essentially like another weekly, but on the website. I mean, that's fine, right? Or it can be just on web login dailies, like some of the gacha game. I mean, that would make sense. 2 box chips, huge. I know, insane. Absolutely insane. I don't even watch the in-game replay for 5 gems anymore. The thing is, what I learned recently, actually, is you can start the replay and then just stop the replay and still get your 5 gems. I used to watch the entire replay, and now I feel like a fool for doing so, because you could just quit out and get your free 5 gems. It takes like no time at all. It's so good. I always get my 5 gems in replay. That is the amount of points you have and that you can spend with them. What's the get though? Can you just buy points? Will be 10 for day now. Completing missions earns you points, and there are 3 groups of missions: Duelist Point, Master Duel, Duel Links. See the table below for relevant to each game. So Duel Links missions. Log into Duel Links gets you 20 points once a week. Duel 5 times a week. Duel 7 times a week. Summon or special summon monsters 10 times. That's like 2 duels or whatever. Activate a total of 10 spell traps. Yeah, this is all going to get done like so easily. If this is done automatically, then that's great. It's probably, I imagine it'll be done automatically because it'll be tied to your Konami ID, and then you have to go and claim it on the website. That's what I would assume. Duelist point missions. Log into the point site. Gets you 500 once a day. That is such a drastic difference. This is 100 points a week. This is 500 points just... Oh, this is one time only. Okay, okay. Oh, for a second there, I thought it was going to be once a day. These are all one time only, okay. Connect with the app. Receive notification emails. Watch Yu-Gi-Oh! The Chronicles Sky Striker Ace Ray. They really want you to watch that, don't they? They really want you to watch it. Get equals direct to your mission. Buy equals buy it directly, I guess. I only watch replays fully if both decks are playing something random shenanigans. Buy equals buying with points. Please no mission. Play 5 PvP rush games. Surrender is not count. Now that'd be fine. Playing 5 rush duels. The thing is, right, if you get play 5 games, surrenders don't count, you just either play self-TK, obviously if you're playing like speed, right, or you just like pass the turn, like twice, and the game's over. Like, it takes no time and no effort. Like, it's so free. Alright, available rewards. So, for 0 points, one time only, you just get 300 gems. So we just get 100 gems for free. Once per week, we can get 10 gems. Chibi Blue Eyes game mat for 2,400. Eh? I don't really care about that personally. Box chips. Again, I don't really care about box chips. Unironically, the dual orbs might be the most attractive thing here that's unlimited. We can see the images. I mean, actually, I take it back. I take it back. It said Chibi Blue Eyes. I was like, I don't care about sleeves. I do care about the maintenance Blue Eyes. I think maintenance Blue Eyes is fucking sick. Whoa. Look at him. Look at his little face. I do want that. I genuinely do want that. And then this is the other stuff. I mean, some of these look cool. I like these two. I like these 3 actually. But these are, I assume, just all Master Duel. It just says DP, but I assume this is Master Duel stuff. Well, that says Duel Links on it. So got 2. These 2 are Duel Links. I mean, this is obviously Master Duel, or is this like a Master Duel map for Duel Links? I assume it's a Master Duel map for Duel Links. I want Yu-Gi-Oh! 9. Rush, please. Synchro and Rush. Synchro is not broken like Xyz and Link. I don't know. I don't know if I want Synchro and Rush, to be honest. I've never really thought Synchro was a particularly interesting or cool mechanic. I just thought it was always like an extra thing. Wait, the KC maintenance mat is on here? That's unlucky. Well, I mean, you should be able to get it relatively for free, right? You just have to occasionally click things, right? I think it's good improvement for the player base. Konami, where is new supports for Blue Eyes and Duel Links? What we need is new support for Blue Eyes in Rush for Duel Links. That's what we definitely need. Literally no one needs this. Give me a new Rush exclusive mechanic. The issue is, it's like, what Rush exclusive mechanic do you give us? Right? Like, where do we go? Because, like, Maximum Monsters is the first, like, brand new thing. Like, actually, like, there are, like, twists, right? Like, oh, Ritual Monsters are in the extra deck, right? But Maximums were the first, like, new thing. And I don't think it quite hit the mark of what Konami was hoping from them. Especially because it still fell into the same trap of having them all be in the main deck again. Which just creates these, like, small issues. I think, realistically, if we want a new mechanic, it would still have to be an extra deck mechanic. It's just, like... Unless there is value in it being brand new, there's no point in doing a brand new mechanic, right? There has to be something that sets it apart from all the other mechanics we already have, right? Hello, United for Eternity. Welcome, welcome on in. Expand the existing ones, Ritual Maximums. Well, what I would like, I think would be quite cool, is if you had, like you started combining them, right? So, like, you get, like, a Ritual Fusion, which is, like, both a Ritual and a Fusion. Or, like, a Maximum Ritual. I think that would be really fun. But the only way to make that work, I think, in, like, a really cool way, would be you'd have to, like, Ritual summon 3 different monsters, and then they'll combine together. Sort of like how, like, Gate Guardian works in the show, where they just, like, summon all 3 individual, and then they just combine together, right? You do that sort of thing. Or like, the way, like, XYZ Dragon Cannon works, right? Where they just kind of slot in together. Which, by the way, why are those not Maximum monsters yet? Why do we not have XYZ Dragon Cannon and Gate Guardian just as Maximums in Rush? Like, that seems like an easy slam dunk, right? 3 cards that combine. Like, you also could have done, maybe it wouldn't have worked as well, but you could have done the Magnet Warriors. Like Valkyrian could have been a Maximum. Because, again, it's just made of 3 guys. That's just cool, right? You could do a Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon Maximum as well. I think that'd be sick. But again, there's lots of problems for doing them like this as well. So, like... I want Synchro. It's my favorite mechanic. I don't know. I've always thought Synchro was, like, the weakest of the mechanics. It's just, like, tuners and then, like, adding. And I'm like, that's just not super interesting. Quickwix with the 13 months. Thank you, Quickwix. Welcome on in. When are we getting the premium Naturia content? I pray we never get Naturia in Rush. I really do pray we just never get that, to be honest, but I hate Naturia so much. They probably just repeat the summons in speed. I don't think they do a new summon for Rush. I think they'll do some sort of new mechanic for Rush eventually. The question becomes, is it going to be a new summoning mechanic, or is it going to be something else, right? Like, I could see them doing... I don't know, to be honest. I think, though, limiting it to just summoning mechanics is very narrow. There's lots of different directions you could take it, like introducing a new type of spell card, introducing a new type of trap card, a new type of monster, right? There's lots of different ways that you can introduce new mechanics that could change the game up without specifically having a new summoning mechanic. Something with spells and traps in extra deck, so those effects of cards finally make sense. As long as it's not pendulums. Like, I've got nothing against pendulums. I just think pendulums have no place in Rush, right? Bogus summoning mechanic for TCG, completely new mechanic. I mean, could be fun. We have new fusion, contact fusion, and ritual now. I think it's finally time for trap pendulums. I mean, trap monsters could be fun for Rush, like, unironically. Thank you for the follow, Lemma. Welcome on in. Release continuous spell trap for Rush. Right, so the problem with continuous spells and traps. Continuous spells and traps almost always are like floodgates or like bullshit. Now, it does add deck diversity, and it does add, like, some interesting mechanics. Some continuous spell cards have been, like, really, like, either interesting or add a lot to a deck. I mean, like, one of my favorite decks of all time, Fluffle, plays Toy Box, or Toy Vendor, right? Which is a continuous spell card. But I do have to admit, most of the time, continuous spells and traps aren't really healthy for the game. That's not all of them, it's just, like, a lot of the time, right? But saying that, like, field spells are kind of just continuous spells, right? So, like, you could just start moving into that kind of direction. If you want a continuous spell effect to be on the field all the time, you could start moving those onto field spells. I'd envision Valkyrian more like a fusion summon and rush. Well, it is actually a fusion summon and rush, so there is that. I mean, we can... I can literally go pull it up right now. Valkyrian... The Unity Warrior. Bam, fusion monster. So there he is. Konami, we're struggling for ideas to get your shit together and give us new Rush exclusive mechanic. Flip and Union could be interesting, Rush. Sorry about that. I don't like flip monsters in Rush. And the reason why is because flips are a reactive mechanic. So they're sort of like... They'd have to react in a similar way to traps. It'd be really weird, right? Basically, because nothing in Rush starts like a chain link, right? Or nothing like activates as a triggered effect. You have like activated effects that activate at specific times is the most you get, right? So like trap cards are like, when something happens, you can now use this card, right? A flip effect would just always be like a always reactive effect, and that, for me specifically, I just don't know if that fits with the vibe of Rush, but it could. Union, on the other hand, I think Union could work, except Union might as well be reimagined, because the Union mechanic in TCG was always very, very flawed, in that it never really worked very well. It was always kind of a bit crap. So you would, again, I would have it set up to do something along the lines of, like, the VWXYZ stuff, right? Where you just send them all to the grave as a sort of contact fusion type thing, except you could have it as, like, I don't know, there's not an easy way to come up, because my second, like, gut reaction there was, like, you could have them just, like, be treated like overlay units. But then that's just an XE summon. It's just an XE summon. So, like, I don't know, it's difficult. It's difficult. After maximum, they just repeat things in speed, fusion, contact, equipment, and rituals. I mean, you're not wrong, but rituals at least does have a different spin on it, right? Rituals do not behave the same way that they do in TCG, so, like, depending on how, like, semantics we're getting into it, is, like, is that a new mechanic? It's got the same name as another mechanic. It behaves very similarly to another mechanic. It's not exactly the same as the other mechanic, but it's as close to it, and it makes no difference, right, realistically. So it's probably, I wouldn't really consider it new, but I know that some people would. Extra deck spells traps seems the most likely to me, but then the question becomes, like, what do you do with that? Like, are you, like, fusing spells? Are you gonna, like, I don't know. It's very, it'd be interesting to see what they would do with it. We'll have to wait and see though, right? Too bad it's not contact fusion. Like if they would have planned something with traps / spells and extra deck, they would have already released 5+ monsters with effects. Just say spell and traps could be returned to the extra deck. Be priority. So I will say, Valkyrian, it's not a contact fusion, right? But it is similar. So if we get out like Alpha the Electromagnetic Warrior. So the way that they work is they have cards like this, which is send the top card of your deck to the graveyard. This card's name becomes Alpha the Magnet Warrior this turn. Then you can fusion summon by sending rock monsters from your hand and or field to the graveyard. So you don't use a fusion spell to make it. So it's kind of sort of in that vein where you can fuse with the pieces on the field or in your hand. And it's not a contact fusion, but it's like, you know, we're not using a fusion spell to get it out. So they are just kind of merging together, which is quite cool. What's cracking? Hello, hello, Pro Manicus. Welcome, welcome on in. Pot of Greed plus Graceful Cherry equals Pot of Greedy Grace. I mean, unironically, like, if they did something like that, it would have to be... I don't know. I don't really know how it would work. Maybe you, like, combine spells with monsters, but at what point is that just, like, Pendulum 2? As in, like, you know, I fuse my Pot of Greed with my... I don't know... Dragius. just pulling a card out my butt. And then they do something. Now you have like Greed Dragius. I guess that would be sort of like the Waking the Dragons arc, where they combine the legendary dragons with stuff. Because we have those cards, and they're sort of that, which is just like a spell plus a monster, or a trap, or a... I'm trying to think what they do, actually. Don't they all have... So Kaiba combines with traps. The other two both combine with monsters, but Joey makes exclusively equip spells using his, and Yugi makes monsters. I think that's how that works. This is busted. It uses cards from hands too. Yeah, it's really good. I mean, it's going to be... When these come out in Duel Links, I would imagine they're going to be really, really strong. Hire me, Konami. Hello, Gelato Gaga. Welcome, welcome. Yeah, my thoughts on this is free stuff is cool. I like free stuff. Going to a website is like a little bit annoying, but like it's whatever. It's still free stuff, right? It's free. I'll take free stuff. I mean, some of these look nice. Stuff like this doesn't interest me personally, but you know, it is what it is. It is what it is. We could have like Mirror Force Dragon, like Kaiba did maybe. I think that would be cool, right? But again, you've got to do it in a way that is balanced and also not crap. Because that was always the issue with like rituals and fusion monsters very early on in TCG, is they were just shit. There was no reason to ever make them, because you'd have to minus yourself by a ridiculous amount to get out a subpar boss monster, right? So either the boss monster has to be absolutely disgusting, or you need to get back a lot of the advantage. So for the rituals, for example, we had stuff like Manju, Senju, Sonic Birds, all that crap, which just gave you like a load of plussing to give you all the cards basically you need to do your ritual summons. And for fusions, we ended up either getting like ridiculously powerful cards, or again, ways to like refund it or get miracle fusions, so we weren't using as much card advantage to get the cards out. So like it's a delicate line to walk where you need to balance the amount of material that we're spending versus the power of the boss monster. I just hope this comes to global soon. I would imagine it will. It's just like how long? Probably a month, maybe 2 months, that sort of thing. A Living Arrow plus Mammoth Graveyard equals Spell Monster in extra deck. I mean, unironically, that would be awesome. And that would feel unique enough, I think, that people would be excited about that in Rush. Because, like, a lot of people have a lot of fondness, myself included, for Duelist Kingdom. And I think a lot of the stuff in Duelist Kingdom, which was a bit wacky, could work in a really fun way if we balance it, if we have it done in the correct way, right? So I could see that. I could see that. What the fuck are we talking about? So, right, what we're talking about, Manicus, to get you on the same page, is we were talking about what kind of new mechanics could come to Rush as a unique mechanic, right? So there was talk about including synchro summons into Rush, and just like having that. And then there was talk about we want new Rush exclusive mechanics. And then there was talk about like combining monsters and spell traps, because there were cards, or there are cards now in Rush that do specifically mention spells and traps from the extra deck. So because of that, we were like, whoa, it could be something to do with spells and traps in the extra deck, and that's how we got here. I can't wait for Paleozoics, but as spells and Rush. I mean, they'd have to work very differently, but like, this definitely could. Level up mechanics using the extra deck. Yeah, I like the idea of that as well. So like using the... Crap, what were they even called? There was like the level up card. This one. Which is pretty cool. And then there's like the level monsters, like the armed dragons, the Horus the Black Flame Dragon. Unfortunately, it's not very easy to find them in here. But you know the ones. Silent Swordsman, Silent Magician, all of those sort of things. Except instead of having to keep the level-upped monsters in your main deck, because that's stupid, we'd put them in the extra deck. And you could make the argument that's kind of like a lot of the mechanics we already have, but I think it's still fun, right? I think it would work. That's always been something I like. But like, what would we even call it? You could call it level up, or you could like call it like promotion, or like... I was gonna say rank up, but rank up is that's kind of an Xyz thing. Evolution? Call it evolve, right? You could have all sorts of things, because the other thing is we did just get announced. Do we have it here? The next Rush pack, Advanced Pack Revenge Hearts Rush Duel, right? So this is an interesting one because we're getting the well-known card in the official card game insect theme Great Moth. So we're getting Great Moth in Rush. But they're going to have to make this not garbage, right? Otherwise, why bother revealing it, right? A Yu-Gi-Oh! Evolve, I can see it now. Be perfect. It would be amazing. A promotion, something my boss will never give me. One of these days. Just keep working at it. I believe. I believe. But so, I really like Great Moth. I've always really been a big fan of insect cards. Again, this has to work differently. Because we can't have it word for word how it works in TCG, because that would just be utterly garbage. So it'll be interesting to see what they do with it. But this would be, like, perfect for the whole, like, evolution mechanic, right? Because you'd summon out your Lava Moth or your Petite Moth or whatever, and then you could have it evolve into Great Moth. That would be perfect. So, obviously, we're not expecting them to drop a brand new fucking mechanic right now, but this would have been perfect for it. We have the Rush Duel Original Zombie Defiant Soul. I like Defiant Soul as well. Defiant Soul is like a cool mini archetype. It's not very good, necessarily, but it's very fun. And the Fire Spellcaster theme Spark cards that appeared in the animated series Yu-Gi-Oh! 7s. That's also neat. At the moment, this is what Spark Carts Girl. It has a fusion. And there's the trap card, Curtain Sparks. I think that's it. Great Moth imports Spark Carts a own theme, and now finally more Defiant Soul. The first real zombie theme in Rush with more than 3 cards. Well, the issue with Defiant Soul is that its kind of identity is that it doesn't have any big boss monsters. So are they going to continue that theme and just not have like level 7s and 8s and have it as like a, you know, like an XQT or like a Berry Fresh type archetype where we just don't have bosses? Or are they going to actually give it some bosses, right? Because they're the two directions you can go. Do we go all in on low levels? Or do we actually just give them a boss so that the deck actually does something? Which of the 3 do you think is the most likely to get a ritual? I think zombies. A Defiant Soul ritual. I mean, any of them could, right? We could just get a Great Moth ritual, right? How funny would it be if, like, Perfectly Ultimate Great Moth is just a ritual and you have to, like, ritual it out? That would be really, really funny. If no Floodgate, why bother? Hello, Human Portuguese Dub fan. Welcome, welcome. But this comes out January 10th, so this is, like, so far away before we even get to this. Which means I don't think we'll get reveals for this for a little while just yet. But when we do, it will be exciting. I suppose we should get to, like, the main topic of today. Actually, before we get to that, I wanted to go over... There was one other thing I wanted to look at, which was... Tier list update. I just wanted to have a quick peek at this. I want to see if anything big has changed. Sniffus, the world champion. All right, we have to read the world champion's little take here. Okay, it's very important because Sniffus has earned our respect as the world champion, right? We have to give him the respect. The current meta seems to be mostly decided by non-engine. Shadow is the best deck, but just as every other deck, it loses to a Silver Bullet non-fusion area, unless it draws the out. It will be interesting to see to what extent players adopt these counter strategies, as there will always be a dead matchup. For example, Sky Striker loses, has its own Silver Bullet. Okay, Droll and Lockbird, which does... Okay, I mean, I'm not sure about the wording there, but maybe I might be being dumb for all I know. Right, I'm not going to read through all of this, I just want to see if there are any changes. So Ancient Gear went down, Chimera went down, Utopia went down. Interesting. I mean, Despia and Shadow, I think most people kind of agree are the best decks. Sky Striker is now the solo tier 2, that's interesting. Because Utopia and Ancient Gear are the decks I see a lot of. Off the tier list, Generator and Heroes. Were they on the tier list? I didn't realize they were on the tier list. Why so late? Then why reveal it so soon? I mean, just to build hype. It's literally just that, right? Because we still have a bunch of products before that. Because they're always 3 or 4 products ahead. Just draw the out. Aware. Yeah, just have the out to floodgates. That's the trick. I mean, that was kind of it for that. So we will be moving on to the ban list. So, I guess we'll translate this. So this is the OCG ban list. So, some interesting stuff in here. Newly banned, we do have Floodgate Man himself. not too surprising, the only other banned card is another monster that has a continuous effect that stops you from special summoning monsters. So, shocker, it turns out preventing players from special summoning is not very friendly, and people don't like that. Now, the interesting thing to note is, this was one of the cards that was seeing a lot of play sided against the best deck in the game, Chaos Ritual. So with that being hit, this is like sort of a buff to Chaos Ritual, right? Like sort of, right? But then we have everyone's favorite Winged Dragon Guardian of the Fortress limited to 1. Now, this is actually really big because this card was basically a +2. You would summon this card out, you would get your black magic ritual back from the graveyard, and then you'd get a draw if you haven't drawn a card this turn. So it's really, really good, and it makes sense that this card was hit, right? Because it's very hard to hit this deck as well, because you can't really hit the ritual spells, you can't really hit the ritual monsters, so you're kind of left to hit the leftovers, and that is the monsters that facilitate everything. So it makes sense to hit this card. Then we got the limit 2s, the Beaver Warrior. Beaver Warrior to 2 is fine. I don't think this is anything too crazy. Beaver Warrior is really good because it can bring back Griffor, it can bring back another copy of the Beaver, or it can bring back the Winged Dragon Guardian of the Fortress. Because it has to bring back specifically 1200 1500s or 1400 1200s. So because of that, this going down to 2 is fine. I don't think this like changes much, realistically, but more importantly, you can still play this in the version of the deck that is going to be Blackluster Soldier. Because Griffor is still going to see play in that deck. Because Griffor just lets you get a ritual spell that mentions a warrior or spellcaster with 2500 defense, and Blackluster Soldier fits that requirement. So you could play this just to get back the Griffor itself, which you're going to have because you're going to be playing Blackluster Soldier anyway, right? Monarch Structure Deck, September 20th. Overrush Pack 3, October 18th. Gears Charge of the Nova Pack, November 29th. Advanced Pack Revenge Hearts, January 10th. There we go. And then the other card we have here is Sunset Reverse, or Rebirth. So Sunset Rebirth, this is one of the best cards in the game at the moment. And the reason why is because the best deck in the game that's been running around is Chaos Ritual. And the way that Chaos Ritual tends to get rid of all of your stuff and get to your life points is they destroy your monsters. As well as, if we have a bunch of really good back row, we can also protect them with this card as well. So in general, it's just a really, really powerful card. Now, again, limiting this to 2 is a sort of buff to Chaos Ritual, because this card is, again, really, really good against Chaos Ritual. You should expect to be playing against Chaos Ritual most of the time, as well as the good generic bodies that we have of, I can't remember the names, but there's the dragon, the like level 9 dragon that has the black rare, which you can use to pop monsters out of the way as well. So like, that deck just has so much monster destruction, which means this card just gets so much extra value because of that. So it's interesting this card has been limited. Now, obviously this is going to see a ton of play in the mirror, because you don't want to lose the mirror. This card protects you in the mirror, but also you'd play it in everything else, because again, you don't want to get all your stuff popped by that deck. Now, again, you could side this out if you're in like a matchup that isn't popping, or you could side it in if you're not confident that your opponent is definitely going to be on Chaos Ritual. So very, very good. And the fact it's been limited to 2 is interesting. It's probably just to try and get people off of it, like for the most part, right? And then finally, we have the Sky Savior released. So this card was limited 2, which I mean, limit 2 was fine, right? It does hamper the way the deck plays, because this card is really, really integral to how the Sky Savior strategy works. This card in general was just good because you can reduce your opponent's monster's attack. So at the time when this card did get limited, it was just a good card in general. But it's also half of the fusion material for a lot of the really good fusions, including the Floodgate. So I believe the other one, oh, I can't remember, was it the back row hate one? Let me have a look. Let's get it here quick. Obviously the Floodgate one was like the big one that people cared about. If I could spell Sky Savior, that would be great. No, that was Dunkus. That was Dunkus. That's Ranga. This one was Saucier. So this was place one of the card from your field on the bottom of the owner's deck. Destroy spell trap cards on your opponent's field up to the number of face-up spell. Okay, so it was the spell trap one. Or you could just add Sky Savior symbol. People didn't generally play Sky Savior symbols, so that doesn't really matter. But being able to pop your opponent's back row is obviously really, really good. But the most important one is this one, which is Altiera, the Sky Savior Transients, which is your opponent cannot activate normal spell cards except fusion. So they can still activate equip spells, which is fine, I suppose. They can still activate field spells, but they cannot activate any normal fusion spell card except for fusion, which is actually really, really big because most decks don't play fusion anymore, right? Most decks have their own archetypical fusion spell, so this could actually really, really mess up a lot of decks. Sky Savior, let's go. Sky Saviors are back. Useless against Ritual. That is a point. Ritual spell cards. Ritual spell cards are a thing now because they're not normal spells. But I mean, if people aren't on Rituals, this could still be really, really strong. This was always my favorite, Druckmaw. So Druckmaw's effect is face-up cards on your field cannot be destroyed by card effects, which is just, at the time when it came out, there weren't many of this type of effect. So like, I also really like the art of this card. I just think this card just looks awesome. Like, look at how badass this art is. This goes so hard. It absolutely didn't need to, but it just goes so hard. But you know. But that is it for the list. So my feelings on this is a buff to Chaos Ritual. This is a buff to Chaos Ritual. This is a nerf to Chaos Ritual. This is a nerf to Chaos Ritual. So it's kind of been buffed and nerfed. And, I mean, if we go and take a look at the spreadsheet, or the pie chart here. So this big blue section, this is Chaos Ritual. So it's not too surprising that this deck gets the biggest hit. But the other decks on it, if we go and get the list up. So it was Chaos Ritual, then Outerverse, which again didn't get any hits, but that's fine, right? It doesn't need it. Then Hero, Cyber Dragon, Handy Lady, Plasmatic Model, Love, Red Eyes, Demon Tribe, which is just themed deck, Insects, Red Eyes, Flame, Blue Eyes, and then Crazy. I don't know what Crazy is, but I don't know. This could be the other insect deck. What's it called? What's the other insect deck? Delirium. This should be Delirium. But what is not on here, right? There is no Harpy Ladies. And Harpy Ladies did end up taking second place. So Harpy Lady already has a bunch of hits. But unironically, if you were going to hit another deck, Harpy Lady would make the most sense, right? Harpy Lady is still a really, really strong deck. It's already had its time in the sun, like, so many times. And its cards aren't, like, super new, so you could hit something. If you were to try and hit Outerverse cards, you're hitting brand new cards, right? That's not going to go well, realistically. You can't hit the cards that is still in the latest box, realistically. Blaze Fiends is Demon Tribe, Delirium is the last. Okay, thanks. Thank you for that. I dueled someone who was using Chaos Ritual with the new hits. The only thing they don't have now is massive card advantage. They can still Ceremonial Gate Loop to their heart's content. I mean, it makes sense, right? The big thing, I think, really, is the Winged Dragon Guided the Fortress to 1. I think this is huge. This is actually huge. This is whatever. I don't know. I don't think the Beaver Warrior matters too much. Outerverse still has less than 1/3 of their card yet, and already top. I mean, it makes sense, right? It is meant to be a really strong deck. Like, it's designed to be a strong deck, so we'll have to wait and see. We'll have to wait and see what happens when they do get the rest of their cards. I am interested to see where they end up. Because, like, even the next stuff they're getting, I think, is still more fusion stuff. Which means they still aren't getting their ritual stuff or their maximum stuff yet. They're just getting a bit more of the ritual stuff. I think that's what was announced to be coming out. I guess we'll go and take a look at the new card that got announced today as well. This is Giddy Up with the Cattle Healer and more. So, I mean, art-wise, that's, you know, that's a cowgirl. I approve. We've got a lasso going on. Yeah, we're all on board with that. So, Wind Warrior Fusion Effect, Diving Cattle Healer, and 1 level 4 or lower Wind Warrior. Continuous effect. Neither player takes battle damage from battles involving this card. During your turn, this card gains 200 attack. So it's a an interesting card. I mean, it's like, it's an extra guy, right? Because you can make it quite easily. And it's got a decent attack stat. So, like, I don't dislike this card. It's just, it's not doing anything particularly standoutish. This is like an extra thing you can do instead of like a win con or like an actual focal point of the deck. They have parts of their fusion stuff. Then Maximum Ritual, maybe non-anime cards too. We approve. We definitely approve. Yeah, I think this card's cool. Obviously, it's like, it's a Winged Warrior. So it's sort of a Music Princess card. Except it doesn't have like the Music Princess name, right? Yeah, I think it's cool. I don't think there's anything like too much to say about it. It gains 200 attack during your turn. Whoa, 3100. That's crazy. I actually wonder if that number is specific because we have Blackluster Soldier coming out. And if Blackluster Soldier, they're like, we want a way to beat it, but we want Blackluster Soldier to be able to attack over it itself. What's Diving Cat or Healer? It's the card that gets fusion. Oh no, it's not. It's the one that is fusion. That's right. They send one monster from your field to the grave. Actually, we'll make it big on screen so you can read it. Send one monster from your field to the graveyard, gain 300 life points, then you can fusion summon a wind attribute monster by sending wind attribute monsters from your hand and or field to graveyard as material. This turn you can only attack with wind monsters. Which is, you know, that's pretty good. Because the other thing is, if you have the, if you have 2 level 7 wind monsters, you can just make the, Christ, what is it called? Yeah, you can make this one. You can make Bandiva, which is also just really nice. So you could just pay 300 life points, send itself to the graveyard. So send the Cattle Healer to the graveyard itself, and then immediately pop this out, which is just really good. Because this card is just so big, right? This is 3600 attack that can gain attack each number of cards in your opponent's hand and on their field times 300, and then you can pop a card on the field, which is also just really, really good. The material also released in the same pack as the new Music Princess support. Yeah, it's very clearly like supposed to be used with it, but you know, it is what it is. I mean, it's interesting. It is going to be interesting to see what happens. I'm wondering what the meta is actually going to look like in OCG after this. Because, like, my gut feeling is, if we've just nerfed Black Chaos, then Outerverse and, I guess, Harpies should rise to the forefront. But I don't think they're going to be overwhelmingly powerful, so I wouldn't be surprised if it's just, like, again, like, all of these decks. Like, again, you have to remember... Oh, look how white that is. You have to remember that these are all, like, single tournament wins. So take this with a grain of salt, right? But I think this is going to be a relatively diverse meta going forward. At least until the next product comes out, which is in 4 days, right? Because it's the... I believe it's the Monarch structure deck comes out in, like, 4 days. Why is Cat or Healer not a dog girl? Feels like a missed pun. Well, it is what it is. It is what it is. And then the last thing I kind of wanted to mention is the Rush Duel meta. So we'll go ahead and change this over so this looks a little bit nicer for y'all. Look at this. So, we've now got a decent number of tournaments. Obviously, it's the top 4 that we're really looking at, so that's what really is going to matter here. But we now have 4 wins on E-Heroes, which is something a lot of people have been saying. A lot of people have been saying that Elemental Hero is the new best deck, which is interesting, right? Because nothing's really changed, right? Like Light Galaxy has like kind of fallen from grace, which is very interesting, especially considering Forbidden Fantastic Show is when Shady came out. So you would think that Shady would be the big meta shakeup, but Light Galaxy was still winning the most then. Extreme Overlord came out, which gave us Music Princess, and not really much else, realistically. The meta hasn't really been shaken up by anything else. But, with the release of Music Princess, Light Galaxy has plummeted, which is, like, still really interesting. So if we take a look at the pie chart here, E-Hero is now officially taken the top spot from Seven's Road. Both of them are very, very close, though. Music Princess a little bit lower down, Light Galaxy another little drop down, and then you get like the nice diverse section, right? You get Baseball, Joint Tech, Tier Thing, Miss Mutton, which by the way, Miss Mutton being on the tier list is also really, really cool. so many decks. Again, it's not necessarily about these. These are kind of... They're here, but they're not, like, massive, right? The big thing is we want these 4 to be as close as possible. We want as many decks as possible to be a similar sized pie chart, or a similar sized pie slice as possible. And that is what makes a good meta, in my opinion. So right now, we got 4 decks that are actually comparable and actually fighting for, like, the top spot, which is actually really, really cool. The fact that we have these, and any of these could jump up if, like, they, you know, they get a bit popular, or if people find a build that works really, really well. This is like the potential. This is the potential for the meta to get even better. This is already the good meta. Hello, Dewan. Welcome, welcome. But yeah, it's very interesting. It is very interesting. I think baseball is uncharacteristically low down on here. I'm actually curious as to why. Like, is it just people just don't play it? Is it baseball's just getting sacked? Because baseball does feel like a really strong deck. It's just... It's down in the dumps with Miss Mutton, Pierfing, Join Tech. But I guess it is what it is. It is what it is. But yeah, that's kind of it. That's kind of all of the Yu-Gi-Oh stuff. We've kind of got over it. We've talked about OCG. We talked about the new ban list. We've talked about the meta update, which has been pretty good. They don't play traps. I mean, they do not play traps. So I guess you just either win or you lose. So by that logic, I guess they would feel a little bit like Red Boot, which is also kind of not in a great spot right now. The fact that Miss Mutton has a tournament win, though, is so good. I love the fact that Miss Mutton has a tournament win, like, so much. I really do. But with that said, I think it might be time to play some Digimon, you know? We've kind of, like I said, we've kind of exhausted all of the Yu-Gi-Oh stuff. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and change the title. And get rid of that. And then we'll go and change our category to Digimon. And we're gonna go play the Digimon game. Because I've been enjoying it. I've been enjoying playing the Digimon game. That's what we're gonna do. To anyone that didn't really care about Digimon stuff, anyone that's just here for the Yu-Gi-Oh stuff, thanks for hanging out. Obviously I don't expect people to stay if they don't care about the Digimon demo, but I do appreciate you guys hanging out. I think the biggest advantage for Hero is that they don't care if your opponent has high or low attack monsters. They will just kill you with Shining, and Shady never gives you life points versus Hero. I mean, you're not wrong, right? Because that's one of the big reasons that a lot of people stopped playing some of the high attack monsters, is just specifically to not give your opponent 1500 life points. Because some decks are better at getting a load of damage through than others, right? I think it makes sense. It does make sense. I really wish that baseball was just performing a little bit better. That's just like my thing. I really like it if baseball just performed just a little bit better. I think that'd be really nice, but you know, it is what it is. It is what it is. Alright, so now let's see if this just works immediately or not. Of course it's not going to work immediately. Well, you can hear it at the very least. There we go. Alright. So we'll also be happy to know we did actually manage to solve the controller issue that we were having. So that shouldn't be happening anymore. And that's our autosave. This is our main save, so we can jump over to this one. So the plan is, we're going to jump in. We're going to see if we can beat up the super boss. We're going to see what happens. I've been misplaying quite a lot lately. No, Dwan, you don't misplay. Talking about. You're the chosen one. You are the strongest baseball player we have. I say that it's fixed and it immediately breaks. Okay. I think it's just the issue was that the mouse was playing up. So I'm just going to try and move the mouse out of the way and see if that fixes it. Oh, it's my mic. Okay, the mic is picking up. Okay. That should be fine. Alright. We're going to come over here. We're going to try and work out what exactly our party's going to be for this. Because that is something we actually have to work out. Okay, so I know we want Monodramon. Monodramon's like the big guy that we're going to want for this. So the question is going to be, do we just want to have 6 Monodramon? I'm kind of feeling 6 Monodramon, and we'll just see how it goes from there. Because they should be able to resist the most. I don't know if they're going to be strong enough, is the only thing. Is that not the highest level. One more. So this is probably going to be the party we're going to attempt this with. Alright, what do we got here? So we have these. So we're going to start just giving them equipment. I don't know what attacks are going to be useful here. We're probably going to start giving like some status effects on these ones. I don't know what he's actually weak to, so we're just going to start giving like random stuff out. Right, this one, we're going to give him a chance to apply sleep. Again, I don't really know how sleep works in this game, so we're just going to be kind of seeing how things go. Alright, we'll go idle bubble again. Yeah, we're just kind of being a bit random with these. For this one, we'll go back to Venom. Although I think it was only one status can be on at a time. So we'll have to see how exactly this works out. Go idle bubble. Random things. I don't know what he's weak to. I'm not expecting to get him down on the first attempt. So we're just going to kind of jump in and see what happens. What I am going to have to do is take the equipment off of you. Probably want Icicle Edge off as well. Take those off. Give you Icicle Edge. Since you're our strongest one, we're just going to give you all the items. Alright. We're going to see how this goes. Hello, Ursus. Welcome on in. Monosync-dramon. Monosync-dramon is our boy. We're going to see if Monosync-dramon is enough. Alright. Right, this is our first attempt. Let's see if we can get this going. So I think he's weak to ice. I'm pretty sure he's weak to ice. Okay, that did not do like an insane amount of damage. Let's try putting him to sleep and see what that does. So he has fallen asleep. Now, will he immediately wake up if I attack him? He's been cured of sleep. Okay, so he will immediately wake up. Our team is immediately dead. Okay, this might not go the way we want it to, guys.
Here it comes.
Right, this might be a bit tough. How do we want to, like, we can retry the battle, but I don't think this is still going to go how we need it to. Alright, so we will hit him with this again, because that did ×3 damage, so that's already quite good. We'll hit him with Idle Bubble. That missed. Do you have Idle Bubble as well? No, you have Venom Trap. See if that does. So this should one-shot us again. That did 400 damage. Right, we're going to summon 3 guys. He's going to immediately kill us again. Oh, you could only send out 1 Digimon. Okay, that's a strategy at least. I mean, we are just dead. There's no button we press here is going to help us here. Okay, so let's load back. And let's try changing some stuff around. How hard can the boss be when you're stacked in Digimons? Surely it's a first try attempt. Doesn't seem that way, does it? He's neutral virus. You need vaccine. Or is that light? No, yeah, he is a, he's weak to ice. And we already resist... Like, because we already have all of these vaccines, right? Yeah, these are all vaccine type. The issue is that he is a mega and he is doing insane damage. So what we're going to try and do is we are going to see what happens. Right. If we put idle bubble on as many people as possible. Okay.
Do it.
Because what I want to do is just try and get him to sleep and then see what happens if he sleeps through his turn. Right, that missed. But now we have a backup idle bubble. Okay, so now it's his turn. He sleeps through both. Then we icicle edge him. And we try and put him back to sleep. And then we just guard. Okay. Okay, this... I don't think this is going to work, because I think we're going to run out of SP. But theoretically... we have 15 SP capsules, they restore 300, so that's going to be basically back to full. The issue is, I think we can't afford to just have one guy be on sleep duty, because if he misses, we're just cooked anyway, right? Hey, Hunter, welcome. He's not weak to ice, that's just the vaccine versus virus bonus. No, so because it's 3 times, he is weak to ice. So we can L2 to analyze, right? So that circle underneath ice means he's weak to ice. So if it's times 2, that means it's the vaccine. If it's times 3, that means he's weak to both vaccine and ice. He's currently asleep, so I just guard him. Hey, Grand. Welcome, welcome. Where the Digimon women at? Unfortunately, we're not at that stage in the game yet. We're currently trying to fight a super boss, but I don't think it's going to go the way we want it to, you know. Right, please go to sleep, go to sleep, go to sleep, go to sleep. Go to sleep, go to sleep, go to sleep, go to sleep. No! And that's it. That's the end of the run. Alright, we'll send this one out.
Counting on you. Counting on you.
And then he can take the brunt of that. Oh, we actually get a turn? Ooh, I didn't expect that. Okay. 8 times 5 hits. 8 times 3 hits. That was a crit. Okay. So he's getting another turn now. I mean, we might as well just end the fight, right? Because we're already dead. We could just put him to sleep again. One guy on his own. Surely we've got this. And all we can do is change them like that. Okay. We'll just start fishing for, like, weaknesses, I guess. I mean, there are, like, there's stuff we can do, but, like, I don't know if this is going to work out. Vaccine plus ice equals 3%. Wait, so he's fire? I mean, I don't think it's, like, necessarily, like, fire is weak to that. It's more like each different one has their own elemental resistances. So I don't think it's like he's a fire, so he's weak to ice. I think it's more just like this guy specifically is just weak to ice. Like in Persona games. Go, Crescent Leaf. So we have a couple of different things we can do. We can just pump our level up, because we do have the ability to do so by using the enhancement stuff. But the question is, how much do we want to boost these by? I would like to get this down, but I also don't want to, like, pump 100 guys into him, you know? It's just a bit weird. Well, the other issue is I don't know how many of these Digimon I need. You ain't winning with level 9. Yeah. You need a water vaccine special attacker, maybe. I mean, we don't really have the option, is the issue. The issue is that our health is too low. That's, like, fundamentally our problem. So it comes down to, like, are we gonna, like, pump everything into him? I mean, the little babies are quite easy to get. So we could try, like... that's not really what I wanted. So that'll put them... Okay, so this is registering how many levels we're getting. So that puts them up to level 12. It's not even, like, ridiculously high. Right, so yeah, if we start pumping level 10s in, we get a lot more. I suppose that makes sense. Level 16 out of 20. Out of 20 as well. So 20 is the cap at the moment, I guess? Do I just stick, like, all of these in? The thing is, I'd have to go and farm them again, right? That's the only issue. Whatever I put in, I have to go and refarm. I mean, I suppose I could get these quite easily as well. Like, these are really easy to farm. So anything that's, like, really easy to farm, we could just stick in. Who is in the Punimon group? I think it's actually the other... These guys. The other, monos. Right, so that's still level 20. That's level 19. Okay, so that would put him up to 20. Although I think this is going in the wrong place, because we're currently boosting that guy. Okay, alright. So we take this guy. Right, where are the easy ones to farm? So it's going to be other copies of Mono. It's going to be these blue guys. These are, like, so easy to farm. And he can go up to 25, because he's a rookie. Okay. So that's currently set by generation. We go by name. That'll tell us how many of each we've got. I don't know how many of those are actual ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we can get rid of, like, 2 more of those. Looks like Impmon's relatively easy to get a hold of. Do we just pump them all into one and then just leave it at that? Because we absolutely could do that. I mean, at what point do we start just using the level 10s? I suppose it doesn't really make much difference. That's up to 22. There are some of these that we just can't use because they're just too, difficult to farm. I don't really want to use the Botamon. I guess we can use these guys. We're gonna have to do more farming after this, though, is the only issue. I mean, we'll just use all of these, right? Okay, getting these guys should be so easy. These are going to be easy as well. The Wanyamon can be quite easy to get. I mean, these are also relatively easy to get. Right, that'll boost them up to 25. Do we think a 25 is going to be good? Good enough? The strat to beat Chaos Dramon is scan like 200% Digimon, are 150 of them, and feed them to Mono Dramon with Ice Attack. I mean, that's basically what we're doing right now. Although, we're kind of just doing it blind. I think this is it. I think this is what we're going to do. How do I, like, square? Caution! There are battle/reserve members among the selected Digimon. This action will consume all Digimon selected. Alright, I take before we do that then. For this one, just take him off. What button am I pressing right now? Auto select. That's not helpful. Not you. You. Put you in. I think that's fine. There are battle/reserve. Who is the battle/reserve that's in here at the moment? It's not you. It's not you. Not you. It's you. Okay. Okay, so that should be fine. Okay. We have a level 25 Monodramon, who now can go up to level 99? Why can he now go up to level 99 when he couldn't before? Right, what we're going to do is... we're going to save the game in a new slot. Then we have to wait to heal.
I'm sorry.
Fully recovered in 7 seconds. Do it, Nobles. Bonnie Dramon.
Everyone.
Hi, Wamato. How are you doing? Sorry, Tomato. I meant Tomato. Hello, Victor. Welcome, welcome. The only one you're pumping into, Wamato, seems about right. Wamato is the best name of all time.
That one.
Alright, let's see how this goes. That wasn't a lot of damage, but maybe it's fine. Idle Bubble! Oh, we've got Venom Trap on this one. Right, Venom Trap. Right, we did get a Venom on. He did a basic attack! Right, how much damage is that going to do?
Please. I'm counting on you.
Right, let's get these guys out. Alright. So this is our Icicle one. So what we should have done has been healing. Well, we have defense boost as well. I don't know if defense boost is going to matter.
Please.
Oh, that is not healing enough. Really should have been healing from the get-go, I think.
Please.
So he shouldn't be able to idle bubble because he's poisoned. So 40 damage, 10 times 4. This is just 60, so I guess we'll take the rest. Hyper Infinity Cannon! Get out the last guy. Alright. HP capsule.
Now.
Icicle Edge. HP capsule. We're just knuckle beat her again. He's given us another free turn, you fool!
Now.
Right, here with that. Icicle Edge again. We'll heal again.
Please.
Getting with the knuckle beater. Hyper Infinity Cannon! Okay. Let's keep pumping heals. Because this is now a war of attrition.
Here it comes.
The issue is he could double Hyper Infinity Cannon us, which would be very sketch.
Now.
Alright, Ice Blade.
Here it comes.
Maybe you can take a punch. Sneeze non-stop. Takes it out. Takes out two in one move is the answer. Takes out 2 in 1 move is the answer. I don't know what you mean by that. Everything you have in the demo can be transferred over to the full game. You should be using the special attack. That Digimon is weak to Water Digimon. Ah, okay. Well, he's weak to Ice as well. We know he's weak to Ice. Because we're getting the 3 times bonus. Hyper Infinity Cannon. Did he just crit me? I'm pretty sure that's what yellow means.
Now.
Go for another heal.
Here it comes.
Alright, we did it. All it took was pumping to level 25. I don't know what level we could have got away with there. Like, maybe we could have done it, like, a little bit lower than that. We got attack charge. Or was that attack change? Alright, let's save that. Alright, let's take a quick gander at what we just got there. We can click the right button, that is. Increases Digimon's talent by 5. Okay, that's good to know. I don't know where that item went then. So close to the goal. You asked what's one cannon move that was going to do. Oh, I answered, I see, I see. Tomato, you now got to beat it 20 more times. So you can convert in 19. I don't think it respawns. I think that's something that Whistle said. I mean, I can go and check. Just grab my gravel. Ooh. Actually, I do need to farm you again, so... I did just eat a lot of things, so I am going to have to do a bit of farming. Let's see if he respawns. Excuse me, girl worth saving. This game won't let me go to max level. So that was the other thing I wanted to know. Does anyone know the reasoning? Because when I was doing the conversion, it said that 25 was the cap. But then when I got to 25, it was like 99 is the cap. So what was the point of having the cap? Yeah, he's not respawned. Alright. What did we eat there? Right, first off, we should probably, like, change some of this stuff around, because we don't really need all of these here anymore. Who do we want in the party, I guess becomes the next question. Right, we'll put Gomamon back in, because he's Bay. Gotta have the starter representation. We'll have an Impmon, because he's a virus. You're what, vaccine? Your vaccine, you're a virus as well. We'll have the level 11. We had a Dracomon, but he's kind of gone now, so... Could do Gazimon. Gazimon's kind of cool. I don't really know what like, the best options for this is. We're just kind of clicking around and stuff. Where are my... Did I eat all of the rabbits? I think I did. Oh, no, I didn't. They're right here. Unknown. Sure, we'll just chuck that in for now. The demo wouldn't let me get my character max level. Because you don't level grind to 99. In Cyber Sleuth, everyone was just level grinding to 99. Did you get Agumon yet? No, we don't have Agumon. We haven't unlocked Digivolution. Because if we had gone further up, it's a point of no return. We are going to have to do a smidge of farming to get back some of the stuff that we spent though.
That one.
But it's fine. It's all part of the process.
Wow.
The issue is, as well, I don't know which Digimon are available in the next zone that aren't available here, so I don't know what I should be, like, prioritizing. Akaramon was the first unknown Digimon. What does unknown, like, mean? Like, is it just a type? It's just called unknown? Like, it will have advantages and disadvantages against specific stuff?
You got it.
Technically, its baby form was. I mean, that's not too surprising.
That one.
I don't remember like what we actually pumped into it. We ate like a load of Impmon. We ate all of the little blue guy. So we're gonna have to go and farm those again. Basically, it's an anomaly. Yeah, but like mechanically, how does it work? Like, is there stuff that's like 2 times effective against unknown, or is unknown just like not in the type chart?
Do it.
I can only get my Digimon 4 and 5. What do you mean by I could only get Digimon 4 and 5?
There.
No, we got to get him on back, so... We actually ate some Toyagumon as well, I think.
Wow.
It's not in the type chart, okay. That means it's not going to take, like, 3 times damage from anything, then. Because I think with an elemental weakness, it's only 0.5, right? So, the maximum damage it will take is 1.5.
Do it.
Oh, I think I could have got him then. Oh, maybe I couldn't.
There.
Either way, we're going to farm stuff again. I haven't, like, looked up a guide or anything to know, like, how many of each Digimon I need to get all the Digivolutions. So we're just kind of getting a lot, and then we're going to go from there. Ow, ow. That is another good thing to know, is you can't get the sneak attack if they're not on your screen. We're also a little bit in the way of the thing there. I don't know if there's a better place for us to be. Maybe being in, like, the way of the, things would be better. The commands over there. Everything in the demo you have can be transferred over again. Oh yeah, we know that. That's why we're trying to get everything we want. We're just going to, like, collect everything, just because it's fun, right? Because, again, we know it will transfer over. Hello, Mono. Good old Tenta. Give me that. I have no idea if those gravel stuff is actually going to be useful, but I'm going to grab it because I can. You might want to heal Impmon. Do I need to heal Impmon? Is Impmon like low on health? He's on half, he's fine.
That one.
He'll be fine, he's a big boy.
You got it.
Oh, that's the wrong button. But yeah, the big thing I don't know is I don't know how many of each Digimon I'm going to need. So what I could do is just go on ahead, but then have a save back here, but then that could be kind of annoying, is the only issue. And we don't want it to be annoying, do we? I mean, maybe I should just look up how many of each Digimon I'm going to need. Because that might save, like, blind farming.
Do it.
It's okay with as long as you don't do with Impmon like AI and Mako did with Impmon on Tamers. Yeah, but if my Impmon becomes a what's the Digimon called with the gun and the motorbike? Nah, my brain ain't working. But if he becomes him, that'd be sick.
You got it.
Beezlemon. Is it Beezlemon? For some reason that doesn't sound right coming out of my mouth. Maybe it's because I'm sick.
That one. Wow.
Yeah, I really like Digimon games. Like the first Digimon game I played was Digimon World 1, which I absolutely love that game. Played it to death. I even had the guidebook and would still just struggle to
You got it.
get the Digimon I wanted from Digivolutions. Beezlemon in Japanese. Oh, I see. I never played Digimon World 2. I own Digimon World 3. I still own Digimon World 1 and Digimon World 3. I never owned Digimon World 2. I never finished Digimon World 3 though. I had Digimon Rumble Arena as well. I absolutely love that game. And then beyond that, the big ones are obviously Hacker's Memory and Cyber Sleuth. They're the big ones that I really enjoyed after that.
Wow. There.
I think the one thing I really like about this so far is it feels like it's not doubling down on any of the stuff I didn't really like from Cyber Sleuth. And that's like the dungeons all looking exactly the same, right?
There.
Like the fixed camera angle in dungeons feels really bad in Cyber Sleuth. I posted in Discord, check if it's that one. Let me have a look. Alright.
Much appreciated.
帰ってくる帰ってくる
Hey, Mako.
Yeah, it's that one. Definitely that one. Oh, you tricked me into healing. That's what you've done. I could see through your ploy, Victor. Gotta get that scan rate up. Or back upstairs. I was feeling bad for Impmon. Impmon is awesome. Unironically, if Impmon was a starter choice, I might have just chosen him. But again, it's one of those things, I don't really think starter choice really matters in these like Digimon games, because you'll end up getting all of them anyway, like very, very quickly. Like, I was talking to Whistle yesterday and he said that you can get Demi Devimon in the demo. Which implies you can't get the other two in the demo. I always have a soft side to Impmons. I just like, I really like edgy Digimon, and I really like, dinosaurs. Who would have thought that the guy named after dinosaur would, like dinosaurs? I know it's crazy, but... Wait, did we just... What? No, okay, that's fine. Thought I had a, Digimon missing from the party then. Yeah, part of me wants to go back and play Digimon World 2, just because I never played it, but part of me is also like, looking at gameplay of it, it doesn't look fantastic. I don't know if anyone in chat's played Digimon World 2. But it's like, the first kind of, I guess like turn-based RPG Digimon game.
There.
The Tomatosaurus dinosaur loves dinosaurs, who would have thought? I know it's crazy, it's absolutely insanity.
Wow.
Brown texture. I can love my brown texture. I do wonder what all these like textures and stuff is actually going to do. Like, is it just going to be like a cosmetic that you put in the the Digimon farm, or is it going to be like a stat boost thing in the Digimon farm? You know Beelzeman's bike is an actual Digimon, right? I did not. I just thought he just like digivolved and was like, yo, I'm a Mega now, also I have a bike. Thank you for following Skylar Wong, welcome, welcome.
Great.
On the most exciting stream that we've ever done, where we're grinding Digimon. Yeah, I've also never finished Digimon World 3, which I do also kind of want to go back and do. Because I finished Cyber Sleuth and Hacker's Memory, and I obviously really like those games.
There.
But like, they're very flawed games, right? They're not perfect by any stretch, but I do think this is like a massive step in the right direction. Like, it hasn't like innovated a ton, but like everything it has changed is still good, right? I think it's, like we say, it's going in the right direction. And I'm a sucker for JRPGs in general. I'd play any JRPG regardless, but I also am a massive Digimon fan. Like I say, I'm a very casual Digimon fan, but I still really like it. How's the new Digimon game so far? The new Digimon game is fun. If you're looking for like, I don't know, like the next big JRPG, this probably isn't going to be it. But if you just like Digimon games, if you like Digimon in general, like the IP, it's absolutely fantastic. Like, I really, really like it. I think so. Bearing in mind we barely, like, scratched the surface, I feel like this is going to be the best Digimon game, like, to date. Like, I just see it doing everything so much better than every other game. Obviously, it's going to be a bit difficult to compare it to something like Digimon World 1, where it's, like, a completely different genre. But, like, at least compare it to the other JRPG games, I think this is going to be the best one. What do you mean blasting Digimon is bone-chilling excitement? I mean... kinda. I mean, whatever floats your boat, I suppose. Oh. My Discord's just, crapped out, so that means the internet might die in a sec, so this is your forewarning. The stream might just randomly go away. I need to work out how many Digimon I've got and how many Digimon I need, because once we've worked that out, I can then work out how many more I need to farm. The thing is, I think I pumped a load of Impmon into...
Wow.
We do this. So we got all the Botamon still. We still need a bunch more Dracomon. I think we're still going to want them. Getting some more Gazimon would be nice. Yeah, we only have the 3 Impmon now. I suppose we have 4 of them because we have 1 up top. We've got all the Monos back, pretty much. I don't think we need, like, many more of those. I would like some more Punimon. I mean, getting more Mushroomon would be nice, but we didn't spend any of those. We did spend a few toys. I don't think we need much more. I think I want more Imps and more Gazis and more Draco. Maybe some more Gots. I mean, we'll just do what we're doing. We'll just continue doing what we've been doing for now until we've gotten a few more up. And then when we get to a number I'm happy with, we'll advance on. Because again, the big thing is, so the way that Digimon works, for anyone that doesn't, like, isn't a Digimon head, is Digimon have, like, different Digivolution paths they can go down. So you want to have as many Digimon as there are paths to go down, right? So if one of my Digimon can Digivolve into, like, 8 different things, I need 8 of that Digimon, because I want all 8 of those Digimon, right? So that's kind of the gist, but then there's an extra level of complexity, which is you can de-Digivolve into different Digimon as well. So all of the rookies I have potentially can de-Digivolve into something that could go into different rookies that I don't have, and therefore that gives me more paths. So I need to collect, if I want to have everything, if I want just like all of the Digimon, you need to just have so many different versions of each of the Digimon. I'm assuming the reason for that many Digimon is just to cover all the types. I mean, kind of. But the other thing is, any spares you get, as you saw, we managed to, like, pump them all in. So any spares we get can just be used to feed the other Digimon. So none of it's ever wasted, which is at least something. Now, the thing is, I'm not the kind of person as well that likes, like, over-grinding. Like, I'm not a big... Like, so when I was younger, obviously I used to play a lot of JRPGs, as you do. And if ever you got to, like, a boss you just didn't know how to beat, obviously, like, your, like, 8-year-old brain is like, oh, just grind, you know, just do some more levels, I've got all the time in the world. and I'll just out-level the encounter. As I've gotten older, I think it takes the fun out of it to out-grind everything and just make everything trivial. So I don't really want to be, like, grinding my levels up, but whenever you digivolve, I believe, your level goes back down to 1. So whenever you digivolve or de-digivolve, so I don't think the stat changes are going to matter too much. Like, I don't think after doing all this I'm going to be, like, massively overloaded, right? I mean, I might be. I don't really know how the systems work, but that's my assumption at the moment. We'll have to see if that's how it actually works or not. But plus, we're getting new ones all the time, like new Digimon. So if our higher level Digimon do end up being, like, really powerful, we could just not use them and just digivolve the lower level ones. Dude, they made the game so much faster to enter exit fights. Holy shit, that's huge. Yeah, it is so nice. You can also skip any animation as well. If there's like a long attack animation, you just mash X through it. Hello, by the way, Sam. Welcome on in. You've missed, we just beat the super boss. I say just, it was like, I don't know, 10, 15 minutes ago. Unfortunately, the strategy for beating the super boss was that we had to feed a bunch of our Digimon to one of our Digimon that was strong against it. So that meant we now have to replace the Digimon that we fed. Had you played Digimon World 3? I've played a chunk of Digimon World 3. I want to say probably about half the game, maybe just over half the game. I never finished it. I still have it. I own it downstairs. Like it's in a wallet case. It's in something. So I could go and play it whenever I want. I just never finished it. I think it's because growing up, I was so into Digimon World 1. Like, I love Digimon World 1 so much that when I got Digimon World 3, I was like, this isn't the same type of game. Like, I want more, like, Tamagotchi-style gameplay. Like, you know, care mistakes and training and all that. So when it was like a JRPG, I was a bit more like, this isn't what I want from a Digimon game. Obviously now, that's exactly what I want from a Digimon game. so it's funny how time changes you. Never seen Galactimon. I've never even heard of Galactimon. My favourite bad guy? I don't know. I like a lot of like the generic ones. I never really liked Myotismon. I like Devimon. I like the Dark Masters. I think Piedmon was my least favourite, though. I like Metal Siegramon, Puppetmon. I like Machine Dramon is amazing. Obviously, because he was also the big bad of Digimon World 1. Well, he was the big bad Digimon, I suppose. I'm trying to think which other like villains I liked. In terms of like evil I guess like Apocalypmon was fine. Like, Apocalypmon's kind of, like, iconic. But, like, as an actual character, he's not super interesting.
That one.
Piedmon is amazing in Ghost Game. I've never really liked Piedmon. I don't like his design, personally. I always thought that out of all of the Digimon Masters, he was, like, the weakest design-wise. But again, I think Machine Dramon just looks amazing. Like, I think Machine Dramon is like one of my favourite designs of any Digimon ever.
That one.
How are we doing with that? 60% on the rabbit. It's going to take us so long to get that rabbit up. I love how Chaos Dramon is just going to sit in here for so long. Like, just 5% Chaos Dramon. Bro, Maxi is coming to Duel Links China. Yeah, I actually already knew about that. It's coming on the Legacy mode, I think, though. I don't think it's actual Duel Links. Because, so their Duel Links has 2 modes. There's, like, actual, like, Duel Links. And then they have, like, the Legacy mode where you can play, like, GOAT format and stuff. I think it's coming to the Legacy mode, not the actual, like, mode that has skills. I love as well that the Digimon from the Digimon movie, like the Diaboromon Digimon, are in this game. Because, like, I absolutely love that original Digimon movie. God forbid Max C is actually in Global Duel Links. The thing is, Max C is such a weird card, right? It's so antithetical to combo gameplay. Like, we get to the point as well. It's really shocking that there's such a disconnect between the Japanese players and the, like, Western players, where the Japanese players, for the most part, like, again, I don't want to, like, speak for all of them, but for the most part, what I've seen is they're like, yeah, Max C is good for the game. But for, like, the Western players, we're like, Max C is awful. Why would you want this?
You got it.
But, you know, it is what it is. It is what it is.
Wow. That one.
The thing is, when Maxi came out in, like, Synchro era, it was kind of mid. Didn't really see a lot of play. Saw a bit of play, but not like a ton. Maxi is going to cause so many deck outs. I mean, that's the whole point, right? You can take the challenge. The old Maxi challenge. And sometimes it's really funny. If your deck is able to just spin plates that much and just constantly special summon again and again and again and again. Like, it's genuinely like a counter strategy. But the other thing is Maxi has, like, other weird implications as well, because you can play other hand traps specifically. Specifically knowing that you're more likely to draw into it off of Maxi. So a common thing people used to do is they'd play 3 Maxi and then they'd play Nibiru, so that you could Maxi into Nibiru. And so you'd be like, well, I might not, you know, draw the Nibiru, but Maxi is going to increase the chances that I get to it, and then good to go.
You got it.
But, you know, it is what it is. It is what it is. Personally, I'm always going to be in the no Maxi camp. I don't really like Maxi. I don't like, whenever you, like, play on... I assume this is still the case. I haven't played on Master Duel in a while. But whenever you would build a deck on Master Duel, it was like... Okay, open deck. 3 Maxi, 3 Ash, as many cooled buyers as illegal. Okay, now I start building the deck, right? Because the entire game is so fixated on playing around Maxi and playing with Maxi. That's just absolutely everything. Not gonna lie, I would not want to play Maxi against all those combat decks. I mean, so in Duel Links, especially, when we have the 20-card decks and 30-card decks, like, it's going to be a lot more hazardous. Especially because, theoretically, the combo lines can go a lot further in Duel Links because we have skills, right? So theoretically, you should rarely brick in Duel Links. And then by that logic, you're always going to get your combo off. Which means you're always going to get a shit ton of special summons.
Great.
It's interesting though. I think if... I personally, I would really like to play like the legacy mode that Chinese Duel Links has. And like the GOAT format stuff. I think that would actually be really fun. But I know a lot of people wouldn't want that, right? I know a lot of people just are not about that. And, you know, that's fair. I think it would just be really cool. Especially since, like, it's all already there, right? You don't have to, like, put any more resources into developing it, because it's already been developed. You just throw it out there.
Wow. That one.
Chinese Duel Links, that's super good. I think it does as well. There's some stuff which is not ideal, right? And that's just always going to be a part of it. Like, some of the stuff they have looks really good, some of it looks kind of mid. I think overall, I would say they have more positives than negatives of the differences between the games, though. I assume we can't digivolve to champions in the demo. No, we cannot. So, to digivolve to champion, every champion has a requirement of agent level 3. And we can't get to agent level 3 in the demo. Right now, we don't even have Digivolution, because we get it after the next point of no return.
Great.
Which is a little bit annoying, because it means that I need to get all the Digimon before the point of no return, now, but I'm not sure exactly which Digimon are the point of no return Digimon. We're just kind of doing a bit of everything. I mean, this is what I get for not looking up a guide, right? There's probably someone out there that's already come up with a guide and worked it out, right? The only champion you can get is Kurisarimon, which is the evolved form of the Diaborimon line Digimon. What's it called? What's the silly... this thing? Keramon. It's the evolved form of Keramon. And that's only because you can fight it as a wild encounter. I have returned! Welcome, Darth Victor. If Chinese Duel Links has card crafting like Master Duel, I'm gonna change my race. It does not. I mean, you can play Chinese Duel Links. Like, there are ways to do it. Like, it's not like it's exclusive to them. I mean, like, they want it to be exclusive to them, but, like, we've seen Brad play it. They have Barone legally. We have Barone locked in skill prison. Yeah, the thing to remember is, to be fair, I think Barone is actually in their actual Duel Links. But you got to remember, again, there's two different modes over there. So, like, some of the stuff that's in one mode is not in the other mode. Like, one mode is 8,000 life points, 5-card hand. Like, the only difference is that it's still 3 monster zones and 3 spell trap zones. But other than that, it is basically, you know, master format. And then they have the other mode, which is, you know, skills and 30-card decks and all that jazz. They've added a story mode. Interesting, yes. I mean, I'd show you, but we haven't got there yet, so I can't show you. If I go basically, like, the other side of this, like, corridor, it would be a point of no return.
There.
Pokemon Go, my grass kitty cutie, use your vine tickle to rough up his fur. Are you doing like some like furry roleplay right now, Manicus? Like, what's going on here, man? I mean, it's fine. I mean, it's not really fine. I'd appreciate if you didn't do it in my chat, but like, I'm not going to judge you for it.
You got it.
Digimon in the face, shoot him. I mean, we don't really have guns at the moment. I don't think any of my Digimon have guns. Not yet. We'll have to get them some guns soon.
Great. You got it.
Classic mode, goat format. Normal mode, just Duel Links. Well, so classic mode at the moment has, well, I think it's called legacy mode. Or legacy, I don't know what it's called. But they have, that's the mode where they've just got Max C. So, like, obviously it's a little bit further than just goat. But I think it has, like, a goat ladder, which you can only queue with goat cards. Gotta go again? Wish I would stay. So we wish you could stay too, Victor.
Great.
Yeah.
That one.
The closest to a gun is your device thing that shoots out the device. I'm pretty sure that's our Digivice. Because they do say we have a Digivice, and the only thing we've ever pulled out that's a device has been the mobile phone gun. So I think the mobile phone gun is our Digivice in this game.
There.
Like, I don't think anyone's ever, like, strictly confirmed it, but, like, it's, like, all but confirmed.
There.
Itmon has a gun when it can warp into blast mode. Yeah, it doesn't have a gun right now. That's the thing.
There.
Mobile Digivice gun. Good old mobile Digivice gun. I wish I still had my Digivices, you know. I had, so as a child, I had the, I had the Digivice that was like the Digidestined Digivice from the Tamers show. Then I had... Because there was what? I can't remember what the actual names of the animes were called, but like the first season, the second season, and the third. So the one, I had the blue Digivice. That's like a Tamagotchi type thing. Then I had the season 2 one, which I had Davis's Digivice, which was like the blue one, again. And then in the third season, I had Takato's, which was like the red one that you could like slide cards through. I wish I still had them, just like as a nostalgia thing, but I don't have them anymore. Adventure, O2, Tamers, Frontier, Savers. So I fell off on... Is it Frontier? The one where they, like... They have, like, Ghost Digimon and they, like, fuse together. That was when I was like, no, I'm out. I'm done. Because, like, in Tamers, they still fuse together, right? But it's, like, kind of towards the end, and it doesn't really... I can kind of hand-wave it a bit. But, like, I wasn't a big fan of, like, the main Digivolve thing being that. Like, I wasn't a huge fan of Armor Digivolution, originally. But I get why it's there. Like, narratively, it made sense, right? It's like, these Dark Towers are here, the Dark Towers stop you from Digivolving. Therefore, we need to be able to get stronger, so Armor Digivolution was the answer, right? So I kind of get it. And they do eventually just Digivolve anyway, normally. Frontier was the Spirit Digimon series. It was still a pretty good season. I mean, it could have been, like, great television, right? They could have had, like, really cool character arcs and stuff. It just never appealed to me, I think is the big thing. But I think it's because, again, some of the shows were just, like, damn good television, right? Like, Season 1, really, really good. Season 2 was a bit weaker than Season 1, but still, like, really good. So, O2. Like, that was fine. And then Tamers was also really, really good TV. Like, it was just a really strong show. Even if you, like, take out the Digimon parts. Wow, this is a bit of a waste. That's fine. It's I think just, like, the characters, the way they were written, the story, like, the world building, just everything was just really good across, like, all of those shows. So, like, I have no reason to believe the next one was, like, any worse.
Wow.
Was Savers the one where the main character is an Agumon and he's got, like, the red, like, cross, like, wristband things going on? Tamers is the peak, we all agree. I don't know, I really like Adventure as well, to be fair. Adventure was, like, so good. Tamers was, like, it was still fantastic. I don't know if I like Tamers more than Adventure, but I think they're both absolutely fantastic. I would say they're both my favorites. But I think I actually like a lot of the Digimon designs from O2 more than Tamers and Adventure, to be honest. Saves is the season with Masaru punching Digimon with the Agumon. Yeah, I've seen, like, clips of that. I've never actually, like, sat down and watched it. But I was already out of Digimon at that point. Like, I watched all of Tamers. And then Frontier came out. I think I gave it, like, an episode, and I was like, this is weird. This is just silly. I don't like this. X-Cross Wars with Shoutmon, Red Lizard. I don't think I know who Shoutmon is. Now that you bring it up. Red Lizard Shoutmon. The thing is, I hear Red Lizard, and I'm like, oh, you know, Guilmon's kind of a lizard. You know, Tyrannomon's kind of a red lizard, if you squint. But, you know. Because then they did, I watched Digimon Adventure Tri. I thought Digimon Adventure Tri was really good. There were some things I didn't like about Tri. Actually, so my biggest complaint with Digimon is the power scaling. The power scaling in Digimon just really bothers me. Because they go out of their way to be like, yeah, we have, like, levels, effectively. We have, like, the different, like, forms of Digimon. So you have, like, you know, baby, in training, rookie, champion, ultimate, mega, and then, like, the super fancy one above mega, which is called, like, legendary or mythical, whatever the one above it is. But then, like, you'll then have, like, some of the characters, or, like, in the show and stuff, they'll be like, oh, you know, an ultimate is just so strong. We can't beat an ultimate without another ultimate. We just can't do it. It's just not happening. But then sometimes, like, a bunch of rookies can just, like, beat an ultimate just because we've decided they can. The power scaling has always been weird to me. And then it gets even weirder when you have things like, so in the Digimon movie, bearing in mind the Digimon movie is 3 different movies glued together, right? There was Diaboromon, and they couldn't beat Diaboromon with War Greymon and Metal Garurumon. So they combined into Omnimon, and that was like one of the coolest scenes of any anime ever, right? It was just fucking sick. And when they do that, theoretically, 2 Megas have combined, so they're stronger than Mega. We're now the level above Mega, right? So I'm like, okay, that makes sense. I kind of get that, right? But then,
Do it.
in that same movie, bear in mind it was a different movie, right? Because the second part with the O2 characters come into it. They need to warp digivolve Patamon and Gatomon into their mega forms to release the golden Digi-Eggs to allow a rookie Digimon, being Vmon, to golden armor digivolve, which then gives it the power to beat a Digimon that the Megas couldn't. And I don't know, at what point am I just like so confused at where the power scaling's going? Because like, is Magnamon meant to be just like so much stronger than like a Mega or 2 Megas? Like, is he like an Omnimon level Digimon that he's just easy to get out if you just have the golden armor Digimon? I don't know, weird.
Wow.
But yeah, power scaling is just something that just like bothers me in Digimon. Like, it just does. Ghost Game have all the Digivolution. I mean, that's pretty cool, right? I never actually watched Ghost Game. I was gonna watch Ghost Game because I heard a lot of good things about it, and I literally just never got around to it. There's literally no reason for not doing it. I just never started. Uh-oh. I did not mean to do that. Oh, that's fine. That is the first time playing this game we've misclicked and converted a Digimon that we didn't get to 200%.
Do it.
Right, after this, we will take a look and see where we're at with our Digimon. Probably at 40% with that. How many have we got on here? We got plenty of them. We got 5. We got 6 rabbits again. We probably don't need any more rabbits. Impmon is a little bit light. I think it's just Impmon. I think if I just get some more Impmons, I'll be happy. So we will just... Are we close to getting anything else? Tentamon. Him would just be one more. If we come down once more, we can do a lot of this. Okay, we'll come down one more time. We don't need to bother with the rabbit guy, though. And then once we've done that, we will be advancing with the story. We will officially be done with grind. I'm just going to hope that we'll have enough. Give him the old slack.
There.
How much are we getting off of Imp at the moment, actually? I think I want just one more Imp.
Wow.
Where are we with Imp? We're at 150, okay. We're pretty damn close to finish him off anyway. Alright, this is going to be our last time going down.
There.
That should be him done.
Great.
Ugh. Oh no. Whatever will we do? We took some attacks. I thought you finished the story from the last stream. Yeah, so we did, but we didn't... I wanted to go back and, like, complete everything. So that meant beating that super boss that we just beat. And then that also means getting all the Digimon. Well, I want to just, like, collect all the Digimon, right? Because the issue with the last one was there were several points of no return, so we could not physically go back and get the stuff we missed.
You got it. That one.
But when we get Digivolution, that's when stuff's going to get funky, because we'll have to reassess how much time we're going to have to, like, spend doing it all. Because again, we want to Digivolve up, we need to de-Digivolve, we want to go down all the lines that we can. Just get as much of the cool stuff as we can. And it also just was like a good excuse to stream. Because like, where I'm like ill still, like I'm still not feeling 100%, I don't really want to like grind like a PvP game at the moment. And so this is just a nice like alternative to that. Right, the rest of that can stay over there. Right, we're gonna go and get the last Impmon. And then we'll be done. then we will advance with the story. We'll see what other Digimon we have access to. So I know we're going to have the evolved form of Keramon. I don't know what else is going to be over there. Casey Cups will make you even more ill, very true. I mean, basically, right? Like, I don't mind playing Casey Cup, I don't mind playing a bit of speed, but like, when I'm ill, I just don't want to be messing around with PvP. I just don't find it enjoyable when I'm not feeling great. Whereas this is just something I could just like... This is effectively a yapping stream, right? We can just have a chat. And it's just fun to talk about Digimon. It's like we were watching Grand's stream the other day. And Grand was... Grand Harrier, that is. And he was just like looking at old anime openings and stuff. Right, let's do this. We'll save this. Okay. And that got me like really nostalgic. And obviously like we've been playing Digimon, right? And obviously Yu-Gi-Oh is already a very like nostalgic franchise. There's nothing over here. Right, let's advance. Obviously, we've already done the story, so we're going to skip past that. Let's meet up later on the roof.
Do it.
Let's grab these items. Defense attachment. That's very nice. I don't really know what I'm doing with your personalities yet, guys, so I'm not going to be messing around with those just yet.
There. You got it.
What? What in the world is going on?
Making sure there's nothing we missed anywhere. I don't think there's anything we've missed. I think there's nothing. There's literally nothing else till we get to the other side at this point.
Wow.
Apparently we missed that. Some brown texture times 5. One. I missed the Chaos Dramon fight. You did miss the Chaos Dramon fight. I mean, you didn't miss much. We failed it 3 times trying to do it with level 10s. And then we pumped a bunch of Digimon and killed it. It was literally that. It was actually a relatively close-ish fight. Like, it wasn't like a super close one. But like, it was close enough that I think if we were like 2 or 3 levels lower, we probably wouldn't have done it.
Much appreciated.
Everyone. Alright.
Great.
So now I've got to work out which Digimon are on this side of the point of no return. That are actually fightable.
Let me tell you about Digivolution.
Okay,
The person who came up with the basic Dr. Yuki. And you might...
so we now have the ability to Digivolve. Oh, would you look at that! So beautiful. No strategy. So we had a strategy initially, which was hit it and then put it to sleep. And then it skips its turn, and then we hit it, and then we put it to sleep, and then we hit it, and we put it to sleep. That went okay. Except the damage output wasn't high enough. And then the... at one point we just missed 2 sleeps in a row. And then we just got killed. The thing with... the way we ended up doing it in the successful attempt was we poisoned it. And then we just spammed healing items, basically, and hit it with the biggest attacks we could. That was it. So we can make him go into any. So I guess we want him to go into the one which is the most difficult to go into. .270, 280, 500 max HP. That doesn't seem too difficult. Max SP. But he already has 2... I don't feel like any of these is, like, super difficult to go into. I mean, the other thing we can do is we can... go through them like this. Because there's no reason to not just digivolve all of them like that, right? Like, this ain't going anywhere else. Wait, is he going to become level 36? Oh, he's level 1. Okay, 36 is the max. Right, so we increase the max when we level him up. That's how it worked in the old games, but then why did he go up to 99 like that? I guess it's because when we pump stuff in, it works a little bit differently. Okay. So these guys are all still, like, very tiny stat-wise. Are they all exactly the same? No, they're not exactly the same. I still don't think there's a reason not to digivolve all of them, right? Maybe I'll, like, leave one of them. Just cuz. Just having a Botamon seems kind of nice. Because he only has the one line he can go down. So it's kind of whatever. Alright, what are we doing with you guys? So you have two different options you can go down to. Which one's the harder one? 200 attack or speed? Both seem relatively easy. Would you look at it? It's beautiful. Level 99 max Botamon for boss fights. I don't think we're going to do that somehow, you know. I guess we'll just go, like, left, right, left, right. Again, I don't know how many we're going to need from these. I guess what I could do is, like, click into here, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I can need at least 6 of him. Unless anything else can go into it. You only need 4 of, technically. We get down to the lower ones. They can still go into... Oh, so he can't go into that. So we'll get him into him. I guess. Maybe that's the way we should do it. We should start with the lower ones and see where they can go. So now these can go either way, so... Got 3 of those. Where's Sue? He's towards the bottom right. So we have 3 of him. We have 3 of those then. Guess we'll just keep going like that. So we do know that we're going to need more Sunamon, because there are 6 things that it needs to go into. There's the 6 that we need. There's the 4 that we need for that. So that's kind of that done. We can come back to those later if we want to. How come you can't? Oh, because these are champion, that's why. Duh, of course. Do you have different options? You do. You have 2 different options. Let's see what you become here. The old Sumemon. But that's fine. This is going to be the rabbit one? Okay. I don't know what I'm doing with them. Because I have the other rabbit who can probably de-digivolve. Can I de-digivolve yet, actually? I can. Okay, that's pretty important as well. Oh, we have so many different things we could do now. This is a little bit overwhelming. How do we want to do this then? So... You can't de-digivolve. Target Digimon's been encountered before target space personality matches current personality. So how? So to de-digivolve, I need to match. So can I just not de-digivolve into some of these then? So he does match it, but target Digimon has been encountered before. So I can't actually become these Digimon? I thought I'd be able to de-digivolve, but I can't become it unless I encounter them. So I can I encounter any of these, like, in training Digimon during this? It should say the personality. I mean, that's fine. We've already got that. You can't de-digivolve if you haven't seen it before. But then the question becomes, can I find these? Like, that's, crap, what's it called? That's the one that turns into Palmon. But, like, am I going to see that in the demo? Or is that just not going to be in the demo? It's like that one. I'm going to have a load of them for that. You can if you have the correct personality, but we just had one on, was it one of these? Yeah, like this one. Oh, we can. So this one we just can. Which level is this? This is level 12 one. Oh, because it has the tick. Right. Okay. So because we've done it once, we can now do it with all of them. I assume. If I go to another one. We can. Okay. So we're gonna have to do some grinding to get that to work. You can convert until you have a Digimon until you have the correct personality. Once you have it digivolved, all can. Well, the issue is that I can't convert a lot of these now because... I have gone past the point of no return. Alright, let's go through like this. Okay, Tentamon. So now we can get Motimon, and that now means that everyone who could de-digivolve into Motimon has now access to that. He's just ready to go. He's already the right. Why do I have so many toy Agumon that are the right personality? First one, lock it, then talk to your Digimon and shape their personality. Yeah, that's the only thing I can do, right? Oh, that is cute. That is pretty cute. Kapurimon. Alright, is there anything else? Have we got everything now? Have we got everyone's D-digit? Oh no, we haven't got the plants yet. The only way we're getting the plants, I think... I mean... That is also adorable. Look at that little thing. We've already got that. We've already done you. We've done you now. This is the big one. So we're going to have to work on getting this to sociable. I'm going to need to get at least one of these guys up to sociable. You can make them through Parbumon. Which one's Parbumon? That's the next question. We have Pargumon. I don't know who Parbumon is. I'm not very good with names. Although these are alphabetical. That's all fine, that's all fine. We've got those two already. We're going to need more Motimon, that's for sure. We're also going to need more of these. We'll go ahead and make some of these. The Motimon Prevo. Wait, Motimon. He has a Prevo! Not gonna lie, I completely skipped over that. Ooh. So I got very lucky with this one then, who just is ready to immediately de-evolve into it. Okay, so we have Parbumon. Okay, so that gives me access to them. That's the Biomon one, right? Okay, we're gonna need so many. We're gonna need so many of these, bro. Alright. Let's just keep this going. How many Motimon are we gonna need here, bro? We're gonna need a ridiculous number. Happy I did all this farming now. Oh, not you. Shame on you, Tomatomon. What do you mean, shame on me? You know, what's really the difference between an in-training and a baby? Alright. I need more of you. How many evolutions does Rock Boy have? He has 6, so I don't really want to get rid of any more Rock Boy if I can help it. How many does Tentamon have? He has 5. We can just keep going with Tentamon for now. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We'll keep with 6 is fine. The extra. Where are the Motimons? Because a bunch of these are going to have to go down. We only actually need 2 to stay up. Okay. Do another one. And another one. I mean, the maximum I'm going to need is... I mean, I don't know how many I'm actually going to need. I might actually need a lot. Either way, we know we only need to keep 2 of them. Actually, that's not necessarily true. That's just to get those unlocks. And we have quite a few there. We're going to need more of this as well. Right, what do you turn into, bro? I need to know what you can turn into. So we got like 4 different options here now. Let's, again, go to the bottom, work our way up. Okay, we have a Renamon now. I mean, Renamon's decent. We have Bearmon. I mean, everyone loves Bearmon. Who doesn't love Bearmon? We have Tapirmon. Oh, Tapirmon looks so cute. Oh my god, look at that. I'm not a big fan of the legs. Take away the legs. This is like a perfect Digimon. But he's pretty cute. He's pretty cute. Oh, actually, we have a D-Digivolve. Oh, I should have been looking at that. We do have 1. We have 1. Okay, we have a Dodomon. I mean, that's cool. Is that my boy Gaomon? Any Digimon World 3 fans? We got all the bears. Okay, well now the question is like, how many of these do we actually need? And how many of them do we actually want? So we have 4 different options that we can go through those. We now have the new baby, which is... Where are you, new baby? Am I blind? I might be blind. Not you. It's this one. It's because these 2 look so similar. So he can turn into both of these. So I don't need to D-Digivolve anymore, because we have access to Doraemon anyway. Which means all I need is to Digivolve into these. This has 4, so I want 4 of those, 5 of those. Bearing in mind, these might cross over with other Digimon as well, so it's not quite that open and, like, cut. We'll go ahead and get another Renamon anyway. Right, I should check the actual number that they actually all have. That's 4. So, again, it's going to depend how much crossover. It doesn't really matter how many Digivolutions they have. Motimons should be easy to farm. Okay, that'll be good. So, again, I don't know what Digimon are available at this stage in the game, so... Right, let's go for 3 of each for now. Well, is there any reason in keeping them as a Wynamon? Like, realistically, there's no reason. We might as well Digivolve them into something. Are all Digimon games as grindy as this one? So, it's not strictly speaking grindy, right? This is only like this because we are, with very limited amount of Digimon available in the demo, we are trying to min-max everything out of it. Usually, if you were playing the Digimon game normally, you wouldn't do it like this. This is like, with only like the 7 different random encounters I want to get every possible Digimon I can. Usually, as you just play through the game, there will just be a lot more Digimon, and you just get them that way. Like, this is like the super turbo spurg way we're doing it. But, you know, that's just who we are. How many Renamon do we have now? That was 4, so we probably don't have to go too deep on you. Tapir had 5. How many did Renamon have? 4 as well. So I should definitely give Tapir an extra. Then the question becomes Gao. Where is Gao? You have 5 as well. Okay, we'll give Gao an extra one as well then. Okay, so that's that done. These don't de-digivolve, so it's how many Pagumon and Sunamon do we want? Sunamon should be down here. So Pagumon, there's 2 we don't have yet. And there's 2 we don't have yet. So we're going to need probably about an even split. Now, where is the rabbit guy? He has 6 Digivolution. Jesus Christ, okay. Gonna go through half and half, I think, with all of these. Renamon is the Lucario of Digimon. I guess, yeah? Okay, so that should be it for that. I definitely go insane trying to get every single line for sure. Yeah, it just allows you to, like, usually you just, like, pick the 6. At least that's how I usually play these games. I usually pick the 6 I want, and then I'll just target them and not bother with everything else. But, like, I just feel like doing this today, you know? I love how, like, Motimon is so easy to go into that none of the rest of them matter. I mean, do we even need this Botamon? We got, like, so many Koromon, right? We have so many. We don't even need this many. I mean, we might do as we go forward. We'll see what happens. I feel like there's no reason to like leave these as they are. We might leave like 1 just for prosperity's sake, but I think there's no point in leaving the entrainings and babies like as they are. It's better than KC. I mean, right now I don't want to be playing KC, I can tell you that much. Boy Agumon, you evolve into 5 things. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Means we have 3 we can play with. How many things can Kapuri turn into? 3 different things. What about the baby? How many things can that thing turn into? Just the 1. Okay, so we don't need to worry about him anymore. He's just going back up. I think as long as I keep 5 toy Agus, I'll be happy with that. So we'll keep going down for now. I don't know, do I even need the 5 toy Agus? Like, realistically, I don't think I need them. Because, like, I'd rather get all 5 of those that I can get now, rather than be more ready for the next, like, the champions, which I can't even get in this demo. I don't need that one. No, I wouldn't. Yeah, we'll do. That's fine. Alright, so that's all that done. I've got, these are all just spare, but I don't even need them. The Wabbits are fine. That's all fine. That's all fine. Imp, you have like 100 different things you can go into. So do you. Again, I just don't need all the Koromon. I have so many like Koromon Like guys that go back into Koromon. I don't need Koromon. Alright, what about you? How many things do you go into? You go into 3 different things. We've already got 5 of them. 5 of those. So we'll just keep 5 of these. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You digivolve 2 more of these. Hello, Alex. Welcome on in. You've caught us in the weird menuing section of the stream, where we're weirdly menuing. Oh, I definitely don't need that. Are we done? Is that everything we needed? Go back into Moti again. How many of these puddle things do we have? We need 2 of each. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I can get 1 more. I probably don't need it. We'll just leave it like that for now. Question mark. I think we're done. I think we're done. I think we're done. We might be done. I do need these guys to be chatty though. Right, what do I need you to be? You need to be sociable. Where are you at the moment? You're currently at 13. Which means I just need this. If I can just get this one to go down. So the level 4 mushroom. I need the level 4 mushroom to be more amicable, I guess. It's a bit late for that. Right, he's not in the actual party right now because I'm a dumbass. I put him in the wrong place. Alright, you over here. I need to chat to you, my friend, but you're not ready to chat yet. Alright. Do another save.
You got it.
Okay, so this encounter is here. So he can chat, he can chat. He can't chat yet. I guess he just hasn't been out long enough.
That one.
We can farm these guys infinitely as well. What are your thoughts on Great Moth coming out for Rush Doors? I think Great Moth coming out is... I think it's interesting. I think it's going to depend how they implement it, right? I'm curious to see how they do it. Part of me feels like it's probably not going to be...
There.
a like a fusion or anything. So I'm curious to see what they do with it. I have no idea what this guy's weak to, so let's Marching Fishes in. He resists water, that's good to know. 30% chance of poison. And we've got poison on him. Knuckle beater. Nice 2 times damage. What we'd like to see. We've got 15% scan rate there, which is always good. Are you ready to have a chat
Much
yet?
appreciated.
No, you're not.
Everyone.
Revival capsule, always nice.
You got it.
Well, we click the button. Oh, okay, so we can just get Motimon here. That's pretty useful. Bonk. Okay. So I can have a million Motimon.
Great. Wow.
Grab that. Right. What do we have up here is the next question.
Wow.
How high up can we
Great.
go before it's a point of no return? Now, is this a point of no return? We can still go back. But right now, we're fine. The end of the area is literally right next to it. Yeah. That's fine. I just want to know how far we can get and if there are any more Digimon encounters up here. I just want to know, like, all of the stats, I guess.
Great.
They got Topaz.
There.
Okay, we have him there as well.
Here we go. That one.
Knuckle beater.
Wow.
Oh, there is Mushroom here as well. Are you ready to talk to me yet, Mushroom?
I'm sorry.
He is.
Much appreciated. You got it.
Alright. I wanted to talk first, but you weren't having any of it, so that's fine. This repeats. Great Moth being ritual makes it more accessible than waiting 4 turns with an equip spell. I'm curious to see what they do, because I would really like them to have some sort of like unique mechanic, but obviously it's easier said than done, right?
I'm sorry. Everyone.
So we need him to go straight down. So amicable? I don't know if that's going to pull him over into the corner, but because there's no like companionship thing. Just evolve a Pabumon. Let's get it up again. Right, Digivolution. I mean, you're not wrong. We do have the capability to do so now. We have him. We have him. So now how many different forms do these have? So it's 4 more forms. And the other one... the bird one called? Call it a bird, it's like a plant. Am I blind? I'm probably blind. I'm actually blind. Where is that new one that I got? I'm actually blind. At the bottom. Oh, there was an extra row at the bottom. It just wasn't going down to it. Okay. Yokomon. Okay, so there's Biomon, who we've Because we've seen them, but we don't have them, they're in grey. That's pretty cool. We haven't encountered them, I suppose. So we're going to need 6 of that. How many mushrooms do we have at the moment? Because we're going to get more mushrooms. I mean, we have the capability to get more mushrooms if we want more mushrooms. We have 5 of them. They go into 4 digimon. So for now, we'll go down 1 with him. That gives me 2 of these, and I need to get to 5 total, or 4 total. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. Can't get that one yet. Can't get that one yet. Can't get that one yet. So these just all need higher stats before they can digivolve. I mean, you can turn to this. Let's see what it is. Jumps to the top of the last doesn't fall. That's just annoying, though. Right, who are we getting? Ooh, you look cool. What is your name? Huckmon. Good old Huckmon. Physical attack, physical defense. Okay, speed. I imagine a lot of these are going to have a lot of overlap, so I'm probably not going to need too many of him. Get the Agumon out. That's good. I might as well just keep those as they are, so why not? Having 1 of each is cool. You can only turn into Toy Agumon at the moment, which is not super helpful. 200 defense, so you're going to get that eventually. We just need you to just stat up. That's fine. I'm not in a rush to have you digivolve. I'm going to have you fill in the gap. So whatever I have at the end is what you're going to turn into. Again, we're just waiting for stat ups on them. Motimon isn't ready yet. I need to wait for stat ups for them. Okay, so it's just a bunch of grinding right now is all I need to do. Alright. Save again.
That one.
So I guess because we've now got that, we don't need him in the party anymore, so we can get rid of you. You schlacker. I mean, who do I want to replace you with for now? I don't really know. Probably just like an anything. Anything's highish level at the moment. Probably be slightly better. So is this the point of no return? That's the next question.
I can't predict what awaits you ahead. These functions are yet no one is.
Right, that's the point of no return. Alright, we're fine. Agumon is boring? How dare you? Wait, I completely forgot he was there and just completely was blinded there. I got the double tap thing. Agumon is too vanilla? Bro. Agumon's iconic though. I'm always going to be a big Agumon fan, not going to lie. Agumon and his pepper breath will forever be iconic. You will never change my mind.
Great.
Brown texture.
Great.
Brown texture. I don't really like Monodramon, if I'm honest. Like, I don't have anything like against Monodramon. I just don't think he's particularly exciting. Not gonna lie, I don't care much for Agumon. He's funny in Savers / Data Squad, though. Ironically, I've never watched Savers or Data Squad, so I don't really have anything to say about that. I don't know. He was like the first Digimon, right? Like in the original, so in like Adventure, my favorites were Tentomon, Gomamon, and Agumon. Those are like my 3 favorites. But I think a big part of that is because I grew up with my brother also liking Digimon. And he really liked Gabumon, Biomon, Palmon, Patamon. So like he liked all the ones that I didn't like. He grew on me thanks to Chaosdramon. Which one's Chaosdramon? Iconic, yes, but not to see a bit to feel nostalgia with it. I mean, that's fair.
There.
I think that's it, right? That's all of the fights here. I don't know what the fastest route is. Because right now, all we need to do is just, like, grind a bit to get... I probably don't need to go and get this every time as well. To get the stat ups so that we can digivolve. That's the only thing that really matters right now. And these guys are leveling, just very slowly. We need you to be anything but an Agumon right now. These guys are taking so long to get into anything. They can't even become these guys yet. The bottom 4 encounters probably also gives you the most Motimons. But what I want is to fight the most of that champion guy, right? Because the champion is going to give the highest EXP. And right now I need levels. That's like my primary goal. I've seen this guy before. This guy's cool. I mean, it's a dinosaur samurai. What's not to love? Ryudamon. We need our puddle babies to also become Yoko. Yeah, still the bottom champion is close to area reset, unless you want to walk to the area reset to the upper floor. I don't really want to do. Hey, Victor. Oh, can't do anything with that yet. Can't do anything with that yet. Can't do anything with these yet, I don't think. I think that's everything we can do at the moment. So we're back to... back to this.
That one. $17 EXP for that. Let's see how much XP we get for this guy. 60.
Okay, well, that's over 3 times as much EXP for that. Who's revving their lawnmower in the background? Oh, whoops. I assume that's the background music on the game. How's the grinding going? Yeah, we're there's a Pokédex in the game. How do you access it? Like, which menu is it under? Because I would not mind checking that out, and we can see what we've got. Not there. Mission, Digiline? System, item, agent? Give me costumes! Somewhere in the Digivice. The field guide, option below costumes. Ah. Look at all these Digimon we don't have yet. There's Omnimon. There's Chaosdramon. So our goal is to try and get this as much filled out as possible. Like, probably down to, like, probably like 81 maybe. Like, I don't know how much of this will actually be able to get filled out, but we're going to give it a ruddy good go.
You got it.
Knuckle beater! 112 Digimon more than Cyber Sleuth and Hacker's Memory.
That one.
I mean, that's cool. Yeah. I should probably remember to make my Motimons. Alright, have we got anything crazy? I mean... let's see what we get here. It's Terriermon's other one! What's his name? Kokomon? Lopmon. I think Lopmon turns into Kokomon? I don't know. But I'm happy with Lopmon. Some Digimon movie nostalgia right there. I just don't know what we're doing with these three. I mean, these three have got to become something. I just don't know what that something is. We had 4 of those. I guess we'll just alternate. I don't see a point in leaving them as in training forever. Alright, let's come down and do the Sumemon. Okay, it looks like a lot of them are able to go into this one, so we're going to this one with this. Goblimon! You're the only one that can go into this one. Gabumon! It's Gabumon, guys! Lopmon. No, Lopmon is a tamer's nostalgia. It was from the second the movie, from the Digimon movie is what I remember it from. Wonder if the Frigmon is in here. I'm pretty sure Frigmon is, because I'm pretty sure Gomamon can digivolve into it. It's this one, I think. I'm pretty sure that's Frigmon. Everyone could just become those. That's not particularly helpful. There's a Goblimon clone there as well. Right, who do we have here? Oh, I really like these guys. I think there's a couple of them, like different color schemes for this. I think this is not the cool one. I think the cool one's like the silver one, which I like prefer more, but still pretty cool. Okay, we have loads that can now become a bunch of different stuff, so... Oh, this is Shoutmon! This is what Hunter was talking about earlier. Yeah, it's pretty cool. I haven't watched the series that Shoutmon's from, so... What the Gabumons we were looking at? I mean, we can come back to it. Right, let's go into this one. I never liked Kudamon. I've never been a fan of it, to be honest. It's never been a design I've been particularly enamored with. Oh, I do like Betamon. Betamon's pretty cool. Unfortunate name, but Betamon's still really cool. And it's time for my boy. I've always been a big fan, a massive fan of Gilmon. Like, Gilmon's just so cool. Like in the German dub of the first season, Fridgemon always said, "I am the Fridgemon," which was so hilarious. There he is, my boy. My boy. He's so precious. Look at him. Rock Breaker! What are we doing with the rest of these? That is the question. I would like, I guess, another Guilmon. So, I think we had one more that could become Guilmon. And since that seems to be the hardest one to get, only one can become Betamon. Let's check out Betamon's Digivolution lines quick. He's got loads, bro. Right, so we're definitely getting another Betamon. Agumon seems to be the easiest one to get. He's like the lowest stat restrictions. We'll do this one into Shout. Right, we need to check out Shout and Argu and see how many they have. Argu has 6. I imagine, again, there's going to be a lot of overlap there, I feel, with other stuff. Shout only has 4, so we'll get an Argu again, I guess. Mind you, I like having just a Koromon, like just the one. I think that's fine. It's from Cross War / Fusion. So how many in trainings are we missing? I also want Hagrumon. I mean, I have no idea how many in trainings we're missing. How would I even check? Because, like, even if we go to the field guide, that isn't going to tell us, right? So that's maybe a baby, maybe an in training. That should be an in training. That should be an in training. So 2 in training and a baby, or 3 in training, I think, is what we're missing. Where am I? We're here. Okay.
You got it.
That was meant to be a special. That's fine. It's whatever. Welcome, Palm. Here it comes. I think at champion it starts overlapping. Shade. Oh, I didn't even see him. That's fine. Ooh, Digimon, I'm trying to research the bond stat at the moment. It seems like it might limit things a lot. What's the bond stat? Are you talking about the like Digimon personality thing? Is that what the bonds are called? Scan our Digimon. Right, we'll do a few more fights and then we'll check and see if we've leveled up enough.
That one. Do it.
Knuckle beater. The thing only the Digimon in your party get. I don't think it limits loading.
Much appreciated. Everyone.
It says that it's a stat that lets you transfer the number in blue brackets when you de-dig. Oh, right. That's just I wouldn't worry about it too much. Like as you de-digivolve and digivolve back up, it just increases the cap. I believe that that you can go to. If it's what I think it is anyway. Yeah. Right, after this fight, we'll reevaluate and see where our stats are.
I'm sorry, everyone.
Okay. You still need so many stats, bro. You're gonna take so long. Why are the Motimons taking so long to digivolve into anything? Why are their base stats so piss poor? These guys got to 5 and they were like good to go. Like we might be having a bit of a grind ahead of us, you know.
That one.
It says it doesn't stop enhancing, but maybe it keeps Digivolution stats down in the beginning. Yeah, generally there's always a way to like break it. For the most part, the way it worked in the older games was you would Digivolve, you would get to like your level cap, so you get to like, let's say level 20, right? You get to level 20, and then you'd be like, this is my level cap. So now, I need to de-Digivolve, and then re-Digivolve again, and then my level cap went up. And then you would just do that over and over and over and over again.
There.
Me, Tentamon. My precious. Right. Beat this guy up. Let's teach him what for. Knuckle beater! I'm surprised we're getting such little EXP. Like, the in-training... I suppose, to be fair,
You got it.
like, at this stage in the game, we're not supposed to be getting a ton. Like, I look at some of my guys and I'm like, oh, they're level 12 or level 13. It's like, yeah, that was like 3 hours of grinding, so...
Do it. There.
That's the talent stat? I mean, yeah, I don't know. I'd have to, like, actually go and have a look at the stats. Talent and bond. Okay, there you go. Talent and bond. Yeah, I don't know what the bond stat does. Again, it's not gonna... One thing to take note of as well is Digimon is very
Much
easy.
appreciated.
Right? Like, the game is not... It's not generally a challenging game. Like, you can... I played through all of Hacker's Memory and all of, Cyber Sleuth without knowing in-depth mechanics, and it was fine. We have my boy! How are his stats looking? He's got Data Crusher. Level 30 cap at the moment. Well, there we go. We have a champion Digimon, guys. Talent is mainly for max level, I think. Yeah, again, it's not really good. Unless you're doing, like, the, like, endgame super bosses, it really just does not matter. Because in the old game as well, in Cyber Sleuth and Hacker's Memory, I never even did any grinding or anything. Like, all of this stuff we're doing right now to get all these different Digimon, I didn't do any of this. I just walked through the game. Like, it was relatively simple. And I also didn't have good stat spread. I had, like, 6 vaccine for the most part. It's like, it's not super important, realistically. Like, again, if you want to learn it, because you want to, absolutely sure, right? If it's something that will make you happy. But just you don't have to worry about it. It's not like not knowing about it is going to jeopardize the entire run. Like, you're going to be fine. There's Moti. Give me that. Tento. Beat this guy up again. After this fight, we'll have to take another look and see if our guys are ready to Digimob yet. We're still just like level 5. Like, they're leveling up so slowly. These guys are also level 4. Do they get more EXP if they're on the bench or in the box, or does it not make no difference? I know they get EXP no matter where they are, but do they get more if they're in a different place? I mean, I suppose the way I could test it is we'll just, like... swap one of these out, see if he just starts leveling up faster. Auto-saving.
I'm sorry.
I mean, Motimon just did hit level 6. We'll come back when he's 7. When he's 7. When that Motimon hits 7, that's when we'll check to see everyone else's stats.
That one. You got it. You got it.
I really want to get this done on stream, ideally, but if the grind is going to be, like, insane, I might do it off stream instead. We'll reevaluate. We'll see how long it takes Motimon to get up 1 level, and then we'll reevaluate then and see how ludicrous it's going to be. Right, so Motimon is now about a fifth of a level. That was about 2 goes, so it should be about another 8.
There.
Then we'll see where we stand. The other thing we could do is we could feed excess Digimon, but I don't know how many excess Digimon we actually have on them.
There.
We'll come in here and smack this guy around.
That one.
Man, I'm so looking forward to this game coming out though. When this game actually comes out proper, man, I'm gonna sink so much time into it. It's one of those things, I get really big into JRPGs.
There.
And like, I really enjoyed the 2 prequels to this. I say prequel, predecessors I suppose. Hacker's Memory and Cyber Sleuth, so much fun. And they weren't even like objectively, I can look at those games and be like, they weren't even like fantastic JRPGs. Like, on the JRPG scale, they weren't even like
You got it.
up in like the top 10. But they were still like really fun to play. But I think a big part of that's just because I really like Digimon. And the games are like fine, they're not like bad. They're just not, you know, they're no Dragon Quest, they're no Final Fantasy, they're no Xenoblade.
There.
Are you going to stream everything about it when this game comes out, or are you going to enjoy it in your own time? I don't know. I'm not... Like, obviously, I mainly do Rush Duel. Like, that's kind of my thing. That's what I usually try and stick to on the YouTube and the Twitch. But, like, I'm doing this now because I'm ill, for the most part, and it's just, like, a nice thing to do. If I did, it would only be once a week on, like, my extra streams on Sundays. I don't know if I could, like, contain myself to only play, like, 3 hours a week. And again, I wouldn't have a ton of spare time to actually play it all the time anyway, so maybe that would be fine. Either way, again, it would be like a slow burn. When's next Reigns? Reigns will be tomorrow. As long as I remember. As long as I don't forget, Reigns will be tomorrow.
That one.
Tomato Sauce Sunday Stranger. What do you mean Sunday Stranger? Oh, as in Time Stranger. Right, I'm on the same page. Where I was like, is there something I'm not understanding here? And what it was the name of the game.
That one. Do it.
Right. Should only be a couple more runs, and then Motimon will have digivolved, and then we'll see, or we'll have leveled up. We also completely forgot to use an ability there. Yeah. Okay. I hate his voice though. Oh, just sounds like an old man. I'm like, bruh. You're supposed to be the antagonist of the first Digimon movie. You can't just be, oh, I'm an old man. I've fallen and I cannot get up. Like, come on, bro. Like, there's a lot of voices in this game that I don't really like, but I think it's just, like, it's nostalgia, right? It's being like, I like how they sounded in the TV series. So I want them to sound like that.
You got it.
Even though, like, the voice actors in it for this game are, like, still fantastic. Like, nothing in this sounds bad. It's just not... But it's like when I had that Biomon, I was like, that's not what Biomon sounds like. We've also not been doing this. I suppose it saves time. Right, it should be one more... I think this should be the last run to level up.
You got it.
Yeah.
That one.
It's either this one or the next one. He did it, he leveled up. Right. Go ahead and get you out again. Digivolution. Okay, let's see what we got here. Well, you can digivolve into one of these two. The bloody mouse thing? Ugh. God, there's just so many stat requirements for so many of these Digimon. What do you need? 160 attack. So whoever has the highest attack. It's all the 145, so it doesn't make any difference. So we'll turn you into this. I assume this is going to be the silver one that I like. Yeah, this is my boy. Agurumon. Because this is the one that, at least in the other games, goes into Gardramon and then Andromon. And I've always been a big fan of the Andromon line. English dub to anime in media doesn't really sound like great IMO. English dub Jack doesn't sound as cool as Japanese one. Jack Atlas, I mean, yeah, for sure. Agurumon is awesome though. I absolutely love this guy. I wish I could, like, make this one be central. Like, I would like it in the middle of the screen rather than being down here underneath this text. And two, just like let me zoom in and out. So there's nothing else we can do till you get more attack. Alright, Motimon. Okay, what are we getting here? Wormmon! I love Wormmon as well. Wormmon! Wormmon was always such a cool Digimon as well in the second season. It's like, Wormmon, Digivolve to Stingmon. I mean, this is the only one that can turn into the silly mouse, so I guess we're going to turn to the silly mouse. The Cyber Sleuth starter of my heart. Yeah, I absolutely adore him. I hate the silly mouse though. Fucking Chumon. Right, who actually likes Chumon? Any Chumon fans? Right, so we need one to get to this. God, these stats are so high. Right, let's go into this one now. Otamon has never been a huge fan. Like, Otamon's fine. There's nothing wrong with Otamon. But, like, he's a little bit basic. Wormmon had character. Stingmon was badass. Yeah, Stingmon was just so good, man. I just remember Betamon and Gotsumon. But not the third one. Betamon and Gotsumon. Not the third one. I don't know what we're referring to. I need to get to Demidevimon at some point. Right, well, you're the only one that can turn into this, so we'll go ahead and get this going. Okay. I don't hate Floramon. Floramon's fine. This was a Digimon that I always thought was really weird. I don't think Lalamon looks like a Digimon. I think that's the problem I have with it. It just doesn't look like one. This one, Tentamon. I mean, Tentamon's pretty cool. We can't get the other two yet. We already knew we couldn't get that. We can just get all of them. That's always quite nice. Right, let's see what we got here. That's a cool looking Digimon. It's a little bit over designed, but like not in a bad way. Dracmon. I don't know if I've seen Dracmon before. This looks like Goblimon. And it very much is Goblimon. This is Shamamon. With its Shama Hammer. Or Shama Hammer? The Shama Hammer! The Banana Slammer. Okay, well any of them can become Beamon pretty much. We'll get this one into Beamon. Hello Beamon. Beamon's fine. I like Beamon's design. Nothing crazy. Doesn't need to be crazy. I have to admit, I do like Penguinmon a bit more than Muchimon, but Muchimon is fine. How many Wormmon do I want? Is the next question. How many... Wormmon only has 3 Digivolutions, bro. So we only need 3 at the moment. We'll go 3 for now. We'll leave the rest of them. Because we are going to need more Chumon as well, right? How many does Chumon have? He's up here, that's why I can't see him. 6! Look at all of those horrible Digimon we just don't want. Look at them all. You can just see Sukamon, you can see Numamon. It's like, bruh. It's a red penguin. We're the Hoodimon. One of these days. One of these days. Is that it? Is that everything we can do at the moment? Oh, no. Right, what is this one's stat requirements? 160 int. So whoever has the best int, if anyone stands out as having good int. 145. They all have 145, which does not matter. Okay. Is this going to be Vmon? I think this is Vmon. Yeah, boy, it's Vmon! I also really like Vmon, in case you couldn't tell. We only have one that can turn into this bottom one. It's a little bit over-designed, Zubamon. It's a little bit over-designed. I mean, he's got a cape, he's got a sword in his hat, he's covered in armor. There's a lot going on here. Like, there really is just a lot going on here. But I don't hate it. I don't hate it. Bro, the strat in Hacker's Memory was 3 Platinum Numamon to power level your team. I mean, you can do... You don't need to power level in that game, though, realistically. But yeah, I mean, it works. I believe this is a good one. 3 Platinum Numamon, Tactical USBs. Actually, the skills don't stack, though. At least they don't in Cyber Sleuth. I mean, I don't remember. I engage with those games more for the story, if I'm honest. Like the last ones. What? That's us done. I mean, we have all of these guys. We should probably just digivolve these into something. Thing is, I need him. But we have so many of these. These are going to be food. These are so just food. 260 attack, so not too far off, to be fair. That's just a couple of levels of grinding. How much do you need? 240 spirit. That is a long way off. Is that Lunamon? That is Lunamon, right? I'm sure that's Lunamon. 280 int. That's very close. But that's just a little bit of grinding. That is a pain in the ass. That is a little bit of grinding. $350 int. That is massive. That is actually ludicrous stats it wants me to get for that. That is definitely going to be feeding a Digimon to him. Now they did in memory, which made it so killing one Mon made you level 80 something from level 50. You had like 900% EXP bonus. Isn't the second one the Gatomon Prevo? This one? Maybe. I don't know. Because like it kind of looks like it, but I don't know what that is, like the little tail area at the back. Because like because if I remember, it's got like it's on all fours, but we don't like see any of its legs here. So, but then again, some of the images are just weird. Like the Gabumon one looks awful. Like if we go find look at that, look at that. Why is that Gabumon's picture? That's so bad. These ones, 260 int, that's not too bad. 180 speed. That's like one level. $200 attack, that's one. All of these are going to be one level away, so that's fine. I know some of them are going to be a little bit grindy. I think what we're going to do, because otherwise I'm just going to be grinding here for like another like hour, we're probably just going to call it here. And then I can go get some food. Because as much as it's fun, and I am enjoying this, and I am going to do this, I don't know if I just want to be just grinding here again and again and again. When I could, like I say, I could go get some food. You know, chill for a bit, and then pick up this grind a little bit later on. I think that's probably going to be the way we go. Thanks to Shigit Woman. Yeah, I appreciate that. Yeah, it's been fun. Move over to the stream ending stream. This has been fun. I have been really enjoying it. And like we say, I'm looking forward to playing more. But right now, we are just in Grind Town. We will finish this. I'll probably finish this off tonight, to be perfectly honest. We probably are just going to get it all done. And then, you know, move on from there. But thank you guys so much for watching. We will be back again on Thursday. So, probably playing Yu-Gi-Oh! We'll probably be doing something Yu-Gi-Oh! Related. And there is a couple of different things I want to do for Yu-Gi-Oh! So we're probably going to get on with some of that. Beyond that, we are having the Vrains watch along tomorrow. So if anyone wants to watch Vrains, that'll be over in the Discord. So feel free to do that. But thank you guys so much for watching. And I'll see you next time. Goodbye!